Oh, we made it past
There we
5
went.
seconds. All right. Well, Alan, get everybody back here. I'll keep the show going.
Okay, I'm working on it.
It looks like we're finally live. Disclaimer. Welcome to Two Cops, One Donut podcast. The views and opinions expressed by guests on the podcast are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of Two Cops, One Donut, its host, or affiliates. The podcast is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. We do not endorse any guests' opinions or actions discussed during the show. Any content provided by guests is of their own volition, and listeners are encouraged to form their own opinions. Furthermore, some content is graphic and has harsh language. Viewer discretion advised and is intended for mature audiences. Two Cops, One Donut and its host do not accept any liability for statements or actions taken by guests. Thank you for listening. Oh my God. Welcome back. Finally. Two Cops, One Donut. Jesus. Oh, we have been having technical difficulties
That was
all
brutal.
night trying to get this thing started. I think we finally figured it out. It was Restream having problems. We are trying to get all our guests back. We had to boot everybody out. We're slowly getting everything put back together. So, fucking Restream. She's like, try this. I'm like, I am not a first timer. I've already done all these things, Judy. Oh shit. Oh, that's not what I want to do. All right. I've got to try to get these messages.
Yeah, I told them what to do. I don't know if they're still working on it or if we're gonna have to send out a whole new link. Should be the same,
but just in case it does look different. Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Let me try here. Send that one to banning. Send that one. We're getting stuff situated, guys. Bear with us. We are having a hell of a night. I got to get Oscar this link back. I got to get Lawrence from new link. We live. Oh shit.
That's so weird. Yeah. Like as many problems as we've already been through, like you would have like.
I don't even know if we went live on LinkedIn because if you're not within the 15-minute window, I don't even think it goes.
Oh, that's right. Let me. Yeah. I'm gonna check YouTube and see, make sure.
It looks like we are good to go on. Facebook's trying to figure it out. It looks like keeps telling me it's unable to connect. Yeah, it looks like we're good on LinkedIn. Looks like Facebook's the one having a little bit of the issue. And that's just on the private channel. So that's fine.
We are live on
and we're live
YouTube.
On LinkedIn. Okay, so we Andy Fletcher, this is why you don't start drinking till 8. Listen, I did not start until we were going live. So
Centurion Tactical able to dial up AOL.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we got banning in here.
I got my AOL up. We're good.
Yeah, right. Okay. Okay. It looks like we got Oscar back. Oscar figured it out. All right, everybody's coming back. Oh shit. Here we go.
Hey, if you noticed the last time our names were not populated on this.
Yeah, you're right. It didn't show them, and it's got me as Alan for some reason.
We're live already, so that's good.
Let me.
Yeah, we were able to test it.
What was it?
It was
we don't know. So basically, we went with a whole new stream that wasn't already scheduled.
Mm-hmm.
So we started from scratch.
Okay.
The lady that is behind the scenes is like, well, thanks for letting me know. 24 to 48 hours later, we'll let you know maybe what the problem is.
Unbelievable. So I don't know. Oh, we don't have, this isn't what we're looking for. There we go. That looks better. Okay. Now that we're all discombobulated and I am so thrown off with my normal stuff, no pants zone.
It's always no shirt. Stick with the plan.
Exactly. Okay.
So funny story, guys. I was sitting here playing one day and trying to figure out some behind the scenes stuff, and I went live and I didn't have a shirt on. So we probably got more views that day than we've ever gotten.
Mostly pedophiles, but it worked. Whatever you got.
You know, everybody's got their flavor.
Okay. All right. I feel like I'm back in the zone. We're back in the Woosaw zone. So, all right. Everybody, I am your host, Eric Levine. Today, I have with me, as always, Alan. I sit with Alan Nelson behind the scenes. We got Banning Sweatland, my co-host, and two special guests today. Because I was not sure if Oscar was going to be able to get his shit together because he was having problems. And then I was not sure if we were going to be able to get Lawrence. So I had two what ifs, and both what ifs showed up. So we're going to roll with it. I love it. I'm going to go with you first, Oscar. I want you guys to know Oscar is a community leader in Zion. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And he is Matt Thornton's BFF forever. Oscar Parham. Is that how you say it, sir?
Yeah, Parham. Yeah.
Parham. How are you, sir?
I'm well. Doing phenomenal. What about you?
I'm doing wonderful now that we got this crap working.
Good.
And then we have retired, and he goes by retired FTO, I believe, on TikTok. Lawrence, sir, how are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Living the dream, sir. So, Lawrence, can you give a little bit of your background so people know who you are?
All right. So I've worked for Chicago Police for over 20 years. I retired as a field training officer, and I'm big on verbal judo, de-escalation tactics, and defensive tactics.
That's what I'm talking about. He's got a pretty good presence going on over there on TikTok. That's how I found him. And the more I listened to the guy, the more I was like, he's right in line with what we're putting out there. So I'm trying to make Lawrence more of a regular thing. But Oscar, my man, he's been working in the background with Matt, and they're out doing some good things, especially with Oscar and Matt's nonprofit, Home Away from Home.
Yeah. But the full name is Home Away from Home Youth Development and Reentry.
Okay.
So we did youth reentry. Go ahead.
Youth development and reentry. Okay. And now with that, can you kind of talk about what it is that you guys do out there? Badge 502 sideways.
So I used to be a mentorship director organization, right? And one of the things I've realized is that you aren't drawn to the word mentorship. You know, I had a class where they would come and they don't want to talk. You know what I mean? So I decided to use basketball in order to draw them in and then get them into programming to where you know, to get them into certain programming, career finder, help them find what they love to do.
Okay.
You know what I mean? One of the things, if you deal with youth now, if they don't like doing something, they're not going to do it. You know what I mean? It's hard to give youth jobs all the time, and if they don't like it, they won't do it. So basically what we do is we help youth find themselves, help them find what they love to do. And then when we find what they love to do, put resources behind them to accomplish and make careers out of what they love to do.
Okay. So now the youth that you guys are getting there, they're troubled, correct?
Yes. Most of them, not all of them, but most of them.
Most of them. Okay. And now can you talk about some of the struggles and things that they have to face and what they're going through so people can understand the uphill battle they have?
Yeah, most of the struggle comes from poverty, straight poverty, right? And I'm talking about from the standpoint that you know, a lot of guys not dealing with fathers that's in the house that teaches them how to be men, right? So we become their fathers. That's why we call it home away from home. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're dealing with that. We're dealing with a lot of people who really don't have relationships with their parents. They don't want their parents, you know. We're dealing with youth that, you know, love to vape, would rather vape than work to get some money. You know what I mean? And do drugs and stuff like that. So,
Right.
those are a lot of the types of youth we deal with. It's a lot more that I probably don't even know about. But I know but the thing is that our thing is dealing with, just trying to, because I asked them this one day. I said, listen, at what age do you think that y'all are going to appreciate what me and Matt do for y'all? You know what I mean? Because they don't even appreciate it right now. They don't appreciate it. But when they get to their 20s, they mid 20s and stuff like that, and life start choking them out. That's when they start thinking back and like, oh, what they was trying to really do for us was the right thing. It was real. So
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah.
By that time, it's too late.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because now, and like I tell them, not to cut you off, like I tell them, what happens is that now you're living check to check. You can never get ahead. Work, start saving your money now.
Yeah. Yeah. So with that, first I want to say thank you to Craig Holcomb. He gifted 5 memberships. Thank you very much, sir. The money that you guys donate towards the show, we really appreciate that. It goes directly into the show, which apparently has technical difficulties for almost 30 minutes. So we do appreciate that. So every time you guys donate, we want to thank you. And Marine Bloods did not get another membership. So you guys know the rule. You got to take a drink if you got something to drink. So the background guys, for those that haven't been on here, we have a guy that he's been on here since we pretty much got started with our live streams. Every time somebody does these mass gift memberships, he never seems to get one.
Never gets it.
He never gets it. But we do got badge 502 in the house. How are you, sir?
I am just this side of fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I appreciate you joining as always, brother.
Love the shirt. If I haven't told you before, love the shirt.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this is actually a retro rifle shirt. Go figure. One of our sponsors. Looks like
Who the
Danny's wearing his as well. And this is actually the Denzel Washington version. I can't remember which movie it was that they copied this from, but it's Denzel. It's my Denzel. So I got to.
You got a good Denzel look to you.
I try.
You're very training day today.
I try to tell people, you either a wolf or you a sheep. We play chess, not checkers. I'm King Kong in this beast. You should live here. Well, maybe no.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Craig gifted 10 more memberships. Thank you, Craig. Craig going off tonight. He's trying to get Marine blood. I mean, tonight is a first of many. So let's see if we can get Marine blood, because all the crap we've been having go on. It doesn't look like he got one though. So,
I'm convinced it's in his settings, man. It's got to be. It's
got to be his settings. He showed them to us before. They seem to be going all right. The other thing we have, if you don't want YouTube to get the majority of your money, we have Buy Me a Coffee, which is another way to donate towards us. And that has been put in the chat. So thank you very much for that.
You don't want to give it to YouTube, man? Google doesn't have enough money.
I know, right? Exactly. So let me get over to Lawrence real quick. Now, Lawrence, you retired out of Chicago, which is you made it, brother. You made it. That's all I gotta say. Now, can you give us a little background? What did you specialize in while you were out there, and what was your favorite thing in patrol?
My favorite thing in patrol was FTOing. That was my favorite thing. When I became official FTO, the bottom line, guys, I just understood that we can still make connections with people without this us versus me mentality. And I got, I even though the department doesn't teach that, when I started in the academy, they were against that. They taught against it, and you still get those particular people who tend to grow up in a certain way that they feel that it's us against them. And I was fortunate enough to the ones all I trained were good people, and I was an extension of the academy. So I just wanted good people, and I wanted to understand that you could keep yourself balanced by training throughout your career,
Yeah.
We all know that if you don't train, you're not going to be an effective police officer. So I insisted, that was one of my big things on when I had my recruits. So, 21 years, I trained for 21 years, twice a week, every week. I'm well versed in defense tactics. Great. I'm a jujitsu guy. I'm a Wing Chun guy, but I follow the department's policy.
I like it. I like it. Don't say Wing Chun because Izzo's gonna hear about it. I'm gonna hear Izzo. I told you. You waste your time with that jujitsu because you like to hug. You like to tactically ground hug men on the ground.
I love that song, man. Everybody Wing Chun tonight. It's a great jam.
Yeah, right. Great jam.
May I say too? There's only two really moves that correlate directly with the use of force of my department. So I that's just two moves. And
Well, that makes it easy for mastering a move.
That's it.
What did he say? You don't want to master 10,000 kicks, one time. You need to master one kick 10,000 times. Yeah, something like that. Oscar, my man. Now,
Yes, sir.
this is what's funny, and I get shit if I give a platform to somebody like Fridays with Frank, which you may not know him, but he's a very well outspoken cop that's out there that some may or may not like. Frank's my buddy. He's my friend.
My buddy too.
Yeah. So I'll get crap for having him, but then I'll get crap for having a guy like Long Island Audit on my show. And people don't like him because he's an auditor and they say that he's out there. They call him a frauditor. So I get shit from one side for having, what they're considering a criminal when he's out there doing what I consider education and doing stuff the right way, respectful. And then you have guys like Frank that are out there that, just follow the letter of the law. And has a controversial past, which is he's explained. So I get both sides for giving a platform to those people. Oscar, can you tell people your background so people know where you're coming from and how you specifically can get to these kids where I wouldn't have a chance?
Oh, yeah, not a problem. So, just so y'all know, I did 30 years in prison for a crime I didn't commit, right? And, by the grace of God, I was in a prison with natural life, And so one day I was on a debate team, and when I was on the debate team, we had a debate, and it was going to use my story as the reason why we needed a parole board in Illinois. And we invited some legislators. The legislators came down, senators and state representatives from, 30 came, 30 denied the invitations that we sent them. So when they came, I was able to tell my story because the teacher told me, she said, well, the debate is getting too long. We're gonna have to we're gonna have to have you write your own story. So when they came, I told them my story. And when I told them my story, every legislator in the room was like, what? You did 30 years for that? And they said, we got to change the law. We got to change the laws because this is an atrocity. But none of them did anything. It was one legislator that took an interest in my case, and she happened to be from where I'm from, which was even more. That's why they had the grace of God. But she came down and began investigating my case, and she wrote me a letter, and the governor granted me a commutation of sentence. But what he did is he gave me 70 years, right? So I mean, I had 5 more years left, but I had a case into the courts and at the same time. And when the judge looked at my case, the judge said, he asked my lawyer, he said, how did you do 30 years for this? And my lawyer said, that's what we've been trying to figure out. So he told the judge and the state that y'all need to talk. So they began talking, and they ended up saying, okay, in the interest of justice, they gave me 50 years, will put me out the door, which having done 10 more years than what they had gave me, So, but the reason why I bring that up is because that's where I get my passion to try to mentor these youth, because of the simple fact that being locked up in a cage is not for being, and that's what I try to convey to them. Actually, right before we talked here, I teach a class in the juvenile justice, with the juvenile justice, the juveniles that's locked up. I get them connected to me so that when they get out, I make sure they get jobs so that they, that's what we do in the reentry. And actually, our form of reentry is trying to catch them at younger ages so that they don't go to prison in the first place. So we should call it pre-entry. You know what I mean? Because the reason why I say that because we trying to be pre-venom instead of post-venom. You know what I mean? I was a part of a violence prevention team where we would hear about a crime, a shooting or something like that, and then we would go on the scene and we would go and ask questions like reporters. We didn't prevent anything, so I'm trying to get pre. You know what I mean from that perspective there. But I ended up getting out after a few more months, and that's how it happened.
So you did the 30 years. You got involved with Matt on this program, and you guys started, mentoring these youths. Now I'm going to have you on for a full podcast. Like tonight, I just want people to see you, kind of get to know you. Same with Lawrence. We're gonna do the same thing with Lawrence. We're gonna talk. We're gonna go back and forth so you guys kind of get to know them a little bit. But you're not gonna get the whole in-depth thing tonight, because tonight is we watch videos, we talk with our audience, and that's kind of what we do here tonight. But I wanted to give people a little teaser tonight with you, Oscar, and with Lawrence, if we could get him on, and since we got you both. It's kind of the idea tonight. So now you guys got it in your head. And one of the things I want to point out is a stat that Matt had told me, and Oscar, you confirm if it's pretty close to this, but 90 youth that he dealt with that had been shot, and 17 of them ended up being killed later, because that is the reality of the types of kids you guys are helping.
Yeah, definitely. And from that perspective, yeah, we trying to, like I say, catch the ones, because once them you get into the games, right? It's almost impossible to get them out. So what we trying to do is catch them at younger ages before they even get there. That's the pre part of it. You know what I mean? We still got a lot of guys that we mentor that that it's hard to you know we can only do so much with them. You know what I mean? Because they already in it and they feel that they have no way out of it. I did a gang summit one time, and some of the guys, called on the phone. Somebody called in on the phone and said, you know, how can I get out? Because I'm in here, I'm in this town with everybody, and that's another thing. That's the other thing that they deal with is the gang. It ain't really gangs anymore. They're cliques. You know what I mean? They get with their friends and the peer pressure. That's why I always talk to the youth about peer pressure, fighting against the peer pressure.
Yeah.
But and when you talk about as far as where I can get in, most of you want to know that you got skin in the game, right? So that's how I'm able to get in with them, because of the fact that I've been there and I can come and tell them about that, and I let them know, So that gave me an in, but like I say, my thing is just to make sure that they don't go through what I went through.
Yes. So I'm curious, Lawrence, because you were so damn close to what he's referring to. How did you, through your time, help try to deal with some of these? Because I've seen gangbangers at 9 years old, stealing cars. And you try to tell that to people that are not in the space, and they either simply can't believe it. No, you're embellishing. You're making, you're exaggerating that fact. No, I've seen an element of a 9-year-old and two 10-year-olds stealing cars together, and they were bringing it to their 16-year-old cousin, who would then flip the car overnight at a chop shop somewhere that they knew, or sell it to a local drug dealer, and they would do that stuff. So for me, I'm just curious, because you're awfully close to where Oscar was at. Very close, actually. So, and we know the gang issues in Chicago. So how was it for you?
As long as I respected them, they respected me. That was really simple. I got out with them, walked around. I was still, cautious of what I had, walking around out there and whatever the case may be. But I respected them, and they gave me their utmost respect. And I had a nickname, Bald Head. And we got along for my entire career that I was out there.
I'm sorry. Every one of you bald motherfuckers, I call them milk duds. White chocolate milk dud if you Matt Thornton. Milk
We taste good.
Right. Oh man. Hey, Badge 502, you have a fan on here tonight. What's the deal?
I don't know, man. Freaking hi, cousin. Mom, I told you not to. Oh, God, every time.
Right. So, hi, Badge 5. But you guys don't know this, but Badge 502, we're trying to find a space to get him under the fold of the DTV stuff more. As soon as we go out and film these pilots, I think we're going to have a real shot at getting him what he's looking to do, and we're going to support that however we can. That's a hope. See if we can work that out, sir. But while we got you, what are some of the things you got going on right now, buddy?
Oh, it's been pretty wild. You know, we're currently a little over 33 weeks pregnant. So we just did a little online baby shower type deal because I was asked to. It's not really something that I wanted to do necessarily, but the Badge 502 community kept asking me to put the baby registry online. So I gave it a few extra steps. I went ahead and put it on my website. So people had a little work to do if they wanted to see it, but they ended up bombarding us. So we did half of the baby shower online today. We're gonna do it again in about a week because we got a few more that came in. So now it's just been a lot of home life and content creating and just biding time until the pitter patter happens. You know?
What's gonna happen when your kid like has to explain to his friends that that's not his grandpa watching him graduate? It's dad.
It's gonna be real. It's gonna be real tough. I'm sure I'm gonna get that. Your granddaughter's so cute. I'm like, thanks. Get away from me.
Yeah. Make sure. Can you tell them real quick for any of the new people that don't know who you are? Can you tell them kind of your first responder background?
So I'm a 911 emergency medical dispatcher. Been working for the police department for a little over 5 years. Been doing the same at a different agency as an EMT. Been an EMT for about a little over 5 years now. CPR instructor. Been doing all this for roughly about that same time. CPR instructor for about 3 years. Got into it right in the height of COVID. I started EMT school about a month before COVID hit, and it just kind of spiraled from there. We went from completely in-person interactions to not being able to meet, not being able to do anything. In fact, it probably took me 3 times longer to graduate EMT school. I think I was in EMT school for a little over 9 months. It felt like to once I finally passed. So it was rough. You know, actually, I guess I started 2 months before COVID started, and finished up right in the guts of it. So that's
nice.
That was an exciting time. It was an exciting time to become a medical professional.
Hell yeah. Well, okay. Now you guys have a little background on 502 if he's new to y'all, but I want to get Banning on here. He's been pretty quiet tonight. Banning,
look at that guy.
Give people your background real quick because I know some of the guys on the panel will want to know too.
I
can see he just got back from work. I see his signal in the background.
Hey, Banning, hold on just 1 second. So I just have to give a shout out. Go join our Discord. One of our fans actually took their shirt off, so they joined my crew. I sit with that one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Whoever didn't hear that, that's our Discord. We'll throw it up in the chat section several times tonight for y'all to come join us there.
Yeah.
For those of y'all that don't know me, I'm not that special. Name's Banning Swetland. Right after high school, served in the Marine Corps. Did some really cool stuff in there. When I got to transition from the Marines into law enforcement, I got out basically 2 weeks after the towers, or 2 weeks before the towers got hit on 9/11. Got right into law enforcement very early on in my career. Got into canine, did canine for almost 10 years. My dog's name was Mary Jane. She was great for finding Mary Jane and other illicit substances. So then I, after 10 long years of doing that, went back into patrol, and I was down in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for the majority of my career. I retired one time. It was out of Haltom City. I can say their name now. Great city to work for. And then moved out to, we call it BFE, out in Jack County, Texas. Worked for Jacksboro Police Department for a couple of years as running the patrol division, and then head to the county. I saw some issues at the county. and went out there to try to fix them. I ran for sheriff, lost by a couple hundred votes, and decided to pop smoke, enter the private sector and the law enforcement tech industry. And I now work for a company called Mark 43. That's a computer-aided dispatch, report management system, and analytics piece for law enforcement. That's Banning in a nutshell. I served 3 years on the National Law Enforcement Officer Hall of Fame board. It was outstanding, and ran a nonprofit of my own for my own as well. But again, just a normal guy out here to trying to make the world better, one small piece at a time.
I like it. Love it. Wade's talking some smack. He goes, "I've been shot at more times than all of the panel put together," because he said he grew up on the line of the Bloods and Crips.
Listen, you don't know, man. EMS is a rough life. All right. So,
yeah.
You ever forget to bring a stair chair into a house, man? It's dangerous moves.
We got somebody saying good morning from Japan. Well,
konnichiwa.
Yeah. Dormio Mergato, Mr. Roboto. I think that's what it is. There we go.
I don't know if you know this. My counterpart, Rob. Have you seen any of Rob the EMT's content? EMS
I have
Robert?
not. I refuse.
So EMS Robert's kind of like the yin to my yang. He does a lot of the yeses when I say no. If you can kind of put the picture on that. Rob is almost fluent in Japanese. So I've learned quite a bit from him. It's wild. He has so many like interesting stories. He's like, I spent 2 years studying Japanese over in Japan at a university over there.
And he blocked you, correct?
He what?
And he blocked you, right?
Honestly, he probably should. I don't see why he hasn't. But I have two videos where I tied him up in the video with cravats. So, at this point, you think he would have?
Nice, nice. All right.
Super smart. He's a parkour athlete. Like, it's like, what the hell? What do you not do?
I didn't know I would put parkour and athlete in the same thing together. But teach.
Well, I mean,
don't get me wrong. You have to have athletic ability to do parkour.
Yeah, I mean, I blew my back out freaking trying to change the light bulb in my refrigerator yesterday. So.
Yeah, but I'm not calling you an athlete because you choose to jump from building to building like an idiot. It's not my thing. Sorry.
It's not your thing.
Now you can go play Batman on your own time. That's
Banning's job.
That's Banning's job. Oh man, that would be 300 pounds of just wrecking ball going across building to building. You guys ever seen the Juggernaut start building up speed? Yeah, that's going to be Banning.
We'll see if our plane gets in the air tomorrow.
There you go. Okay, so before we get started on the videos, I just want to give everybody a little update on what we got going on with DTV and Two Cops, One Donut, and Matt and Banning and stuff we got going on. We have 2 pilots that we're going to film in Scottsdale. Tomorrow is when we fly out, and it's going to be all week long. So we are trying to get a live tomorrow night. We have some guests that may be stopping by. Because Frank, Fridays with Frank lives out there. So does America Sheriff Lamb. Jesus. Mark Lamb. I can't think of fucking names all of a sudden. So they may stop by. I do know Retro Rifles located in Arizona, so we may be able to try to get them. But really what we want to do is just kind of give you a behind the scenes. It's not really going to be so much like a body cam live or anything like that. We just may go live and just hang out and then let you guys sit there and chill with us while we hang out. So that may be what we got going on. Because other than that, I don't know how much time we're going to have to do anything else because we're going to be filming every day, all day. We're really excited. So we're going to be doing a real-time crime center pilot, and we're going to be doing a first responder tech pilot. So where we talk about all the latest and greatest technologies coming out. So I want you guys to think the technology show. I want you to think Top Gear meets Mythbusters, if you will. So that's kind of the look we're going for. That's going to have me, Matt Banning, and Jared Cosina, who is also a part of what we got going on. And then the Real-Time Crime Center show is really just going to be about the people that do the job, and me and Jared and maybe maybe Banning will chime in from here and there. But again, it's a concept. It's a pilot to see if we can get interest and get those going. And then if we can get those going, those are going to help fund all the other things that we got going. Like Oscar can tell you all the filming that we've been doing with Matt. So we got a lot going with Matt. He's killing it.
That's what he did. Okay, I'll be seeing him. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Yep. That's us telling Matt he's a soldier. I tell you, if you tell Matt, if I want you to do this, Matt's gonna do it. And he's gonna do it exactly how you tell him to do it, and he's gonna go all the way. So
exactly.
Yeah.
And
so,
hey, Eric, that retro rifle is a 12-minute drive from where we're staying. Just FYI.
there we go.
So.
I tried to order a couple new shirts before we went out, and I couldn't. So I knew that they were out there. I was like, we'll just stop somewhere and I'll get some shirts. So that's the way we'll do it. And then let me see any other news other than that. We just filmed an interview with Lenny Nebretsky. He's a retired New Jersey State Trooper. Banning was on that one. It's our first in studio combo, and I do have to apologize. I've got 2 really good lenses and then a kit lens. So I've got 3 cameras. The one that was on Banning was the kit lens, and it zoomed in on him pretty good. So I apologize for that. It's not terrible, but it's a little close.
Apologies that those have to see my mug that close.
and for some reason, Banning only wanted to stare at Lenny. I don't know if he was infatuated with him, but he refused to look at the camera. We probably would have figured out the issue early if he had looked at the camera once in a while.
Man, when somebody's addressing you, you look at them and you make eye contact, man. And that's the way I do business. And I forget that cameras are even in the room.
Yeah.
It's just Banning talking. So I don't want somebody to think that I'm looking at it, because I give a shit less about the damn cameras, man. So.
But me, as I'm trying to like produce this thing, I'm like, in my head, I'm yelling at Banning, look at the camera. Look at the fucking camera. I was losing my shit.
Next time, just put a freaking burger or taco above it, man. I'll stare at it all night. So.
All right. Okay. So here's what we're going to do next, guys. We're going to pull up some videos that got some good responses from our social media pages. And I'm going to go to YouTube first, Oscar and Lawrence, and get your guys' reaction on it. So before we talk about what my reaction is, and we're going to kind of flush out what we think about those videos. Sound like a good plan?
Oh, yeah. That's fine.
Hell yeah, guys. Let's get going. All right. I'm going to share the screen here. And we're going to scroll down. All right, give me 1 second. I accidentally started another video in the background, and I can hear it. Oh, my God. 1 second. There we go. Okay. I couldn't find the video that was making all the noise in my headphones that you guys couldn't hear. 1 second. All right. Where's the video we're sharing? Okay. Here we go. You guys can see that, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, quick background. If you can't read the big title, this is in England or the UK or something like that. It is a 92-year-old man who is a double leg amputee. Okay. So just know that going into this.
Put it down.
Can you guys hear that?
Put it down. Donald, put it down.
Seriously?
Last chance.
Can you hold that door? I can't get a good one.
Yeah.
Donald, put it down. Put it down now. Come on.
Last chance.
Right, put it down. Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Put it on the floor.
Do it now. Drop the knife.
Donald, drop the knife.
Oh, it gets better, baby.
Donald.
Put it down. Put it down. Put it down.
Taser.
All right. So you guys just saw that. We've got a 92-year-old double amputee, and the report listed that the knife was a butter knife, and he's staying in some sort of assisted living. And obviously he wasn't going down without a fight there. So I'm going to go to Lawrence first.
Oh, God.
All right, Lawrence, man. Now's the time to let the crowd know how you work.
All right. Well, I told you guys I'm good on verbal judo de-escalation tactics. I would have been there a while until I created some sort of connection with him. I couldn't have done that. I would have found some way I mean, I've been in I was not in those exact situations, but I've been in some similar situations where you just have to wait it out sometimes. You got all day. It's not like you got 2 or 3 minutes. We got all day, and we got a full tour duty. I'm gonna take that time and try to create some sort of connection, and that's usually what I do. So
Thank you. Okay, so your suggestion, which is crazy to think to wait. I mean, that dude is, 5 minutes from a scheduled nap anyway. That's the way I see that. My man's meds are about to kick in. Like, why are we rushing that? We used the entire use of force continuum on this man in the span of 5 seconds. We went from pepper spray to baton to taser, all in the span of like 15 seconds on a man that is not chasing anything. So, all right, Oscar, my man, you are not a cop. So I want to know,
Right.
what is you as a civilian? How are you looking at police when you see that?
How am I looking at police?
Yeah, be the truth. Give me the truth.
I'm gonna give you the truth. I'm gonna definitely give you the truth. The only thing is this, right? I can't say I look at the police. I look at him. You follow what I'm saying? The guy that did it. Every police not gonna operate like that. That's one of the things that we got to realize, and is that every police is not gonna operate like that.
Right.
So when we start stereotyping other police because of the simple fact the way somebody do it, that's not, I don't think that's right. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he was definitely excessive. It was definitely excessive because it's been done better. He needed probably to have Lawrence's de-escalation tactics. You know what I mean? You can tell he don't have any really de-escalation tactics. But as far as how I look at the police as a whole, I don't look at them any different because I know that that's not what everybody would do. That's just one person that's doing that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's so I'll give you guys my 2 cents. I'm looking in the chat. I'm just waiting for Mr. Billfold to go off. Oh, he already did a little bit. He goes, oh, or walk over and grab the freaking butter knife.
Right. It's butter knife, yeah.
Yeah. For me, there's absolutely, you guys can hear it in my explanation, absolutely zero reason to be using any use of force at that point. As Lawrence said, you got all day. That dude's gonna fall asleep before he's a problem with anybody else. And if he's gonna use a butter knife on himself, okay, so be it. If he decides to do it, he's 92, y'all. He's earned it. If he wants to use it on himself, like, all right, as soon as he passes out or drops the knife, I'll move in. But I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to rush that. You tased him, you pepper sprayed him. I mean, maybe it was on his bucket list. Maybe that's what he wanted. Maybe he's like, screw it. I've lived a long life. I ain't never been in a fight. I lost my legs to diabetes. I don't know. And now he's trying to go out with his boots on. Tell me what you got, Banning.
I can just think of Happy Gilmore when you think about that dude that's watching his grandmother. It makes me want to punch the staff in the face for how sometimes these, and I know there's some good nursing homes out there. I'm not saying they're bad, but unfortunately I've had to read the reports of some of them in Texas, and it's just disgusting. What I would do is I'd find the lunch lady, get a couple pieces of toast. I'd sit next to him. We'd butter it up. He'd probably put it down, and I could slowly slide it away. And he's probably due a medication. He might have been denied friggin' somebody to come visit him. The guy's knows his friggin' his life is limited. His family unfortunately can't probably financially take care of him at their house, or it's not big enough. So there's probably a lot of family issues there. And man, it's just time to sit back, just like Lawrence said. It's friggin', you're on taxpayer dime. It doesn't mean if you're there for an extra hour, who gives a shit? Take care of the people that you're there to take care of. So
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, I saw that video and instantly, because I keep putting out, one of my favorite things to do right now is find videos of cops from other countries. Because one of the big things that people always say, well, they do it so much better in Europe. They do it so much better in Australia. They do it so much better in Japan. And I'm like, listen, there's demons in all of them. I promise you. If you go to Japan, I think that's their mafia is like the Yakuza or whatever it is. They've got whole ass territories, like the size of counties, that the police don't go into. And there's just bodies. Just bodies. They don't Like, and that's the places the tourists don't go. But they have a lot more militaristic control over their country. Like, if you think as a U.S. citizen you're just going to be able to go wherever the hell you want over there, you can't, and the police will stop you. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, each place has its own demons. So that's what I'm trying to show you. Yes, there's places we can improve here in the U.S. for sure. I mean, we see it all the time with these First Amendment audit videos, the 2A videos, the, you know, force and ID, all these different things. There's things we need to work on. We got our own demons, but
let's also start at legislation, DAs, judges.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I
we
think,
got the whole circle.
and I just think it's, you know, from the perspective of the question that you asked me, I just think it's, you know, it is wrong to categorize everybody based on the actions of one person. You follow what I'm saying? So yeah, you know,
yeah,
I don't.
but
You know,
those two cops, I'm
yeah,
just those
definitely.
specific two cops,
Those, them, yeah, definitely,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah,
And I was going where you asked me the question, how I look at the police in the whole.
yeah.
That's how I took the question.
Yeah.
How would I look at the police
I
as a
got
whole? So that's why I was saying it like that. Go ahead though.
yeah.
You know, I don't know every department's use of force policy. However, I'm pretty sure there's a policy where you can't tase a 92-year-old, because
Right.
definitely in our policy. So I already know.
Yeah.
And I know some other department policy. However, like you said, he can't walk. He can sit there. You can wait it out, and we're all trained. We're all trained. Now the problem is, did that training soak in? And did you continue? Were you consistent with the training throughout your career? That's extremely important, because if you don't handcuff for 6 months, you're going to forget.
Right.
So none of the training, any of the training that you received, whether, you know, I know it's kind of basic in the academy. However, if you don't even keep up with that, you're going to do what those two did. And that's my personal.
And that goes into like badge 502's career field. I think when you don't get the repetitions in there, this is my biggest fear on the medical side, because you'll see EMTs, you'll see, you know, your ambulances, whatever you want to call them, come out, and you'll see the rookie come out, and you'll see the person that has been off of work. They've been on work, you know, O days. They've been hurt, and they come back, and they'll say something like, "Yeah, I just got back. You know, now I'm out with the rookie. I want the rookie on me right away. I want the rookie." Why? Because the guy that's been out there, that's been off duty and hasn't got the reps in, it is a perishable skill.
It's a perishable skill for sure.
So
the stuff you should train the most is the stuff that you use the least.
Yeah. And that's what I get into when I try to tell these people about control tactics, or some of the like a lot of people on here, they're like, they need to train more on the Constitution in the academy. And I'm like, listen, when you come from a podunk department and you don't face any actual constitutional things that you learned in the academy, and you don't get the reps in, when the worst thing that happens is, you know, Aunt May's complaining about the next door neighbor's trash can that blew over into her yard, you start to lose that stuff because you practice it. Not an excuse. It's just reality.
It's true.
And that's these dumbasses that we catch in the police world on camera. We're like, how does this happen? Well, this is how it happens. They don't.
You better call somebody.
They don't have reps. We're not having a reps police, and we got Alan. I mean, Alan.
Hey, the one argument I will put up there though is in the department I worked in, I had to learn how to talk really well because I was the backup that was coming.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You know, and so I had to learn how to handle myself in situations, you know, when you're by yourself and you may have one other coming with you. Then
so question, Alan, because you did come from a very small agency, I want to know, in all reality, with all of this that we've been doing on the podcast, you've been a part of this for a long time, the stuff that we've talked about in the reps that we get in, has there been a point that you sat back and you're like, damn, I wouldn't have remembered that while I was out there because I didn't face this, or I don't remember learning this, or I learned it and I forgot it?
I mean, honestly, the extensive amount of training that I got was coming out of the academy. And you have to push the issue, because to go to any continuing ed or anything like that, a lot of times the agency's shorthanded, so they didn't have time to send you to another training. And so I had to be the type of person that wanted to improve myself to force it to happen. And there was, especially now that I watch the show and listen, there's so many things that, like in the beginning, I was like, well, why would I have thought that way? And now that I've been around and kind of, sucked it in and, been like a sponge, I wish more officers could just, go and experience field training with a field training officer from a big agency for a month, and then go back and, because there's things that I don't think you would ever experience, Eric, on
for
my
sure.
side of things. And there's definitely things on the night, when I went and rode along with you, there's things there that I would have never experienced. And so being able to have that full encompassing situational, really, I think, allowed me to grow. But there's so many officers that don't take that extra initiative to make themselves better, that I really think is an issue. There's nobody around here talking about auditors. And unless you're smart enough to understand that you need to improve on that, I know of a local situation. I'm still commissioned there, so I won't talk about it, but they messed it up, and it was not the right call by the officer. When you walk in and you're trying to get somebody to talk about a certain, get an officer to come talk to you, and then they are filming through the window, and everybody's like, oh, you can't film this. Well, wait a minute. Like, if you don't want me to film it, don't put it in the window. Like, that's that, and we've talked about that how many times, but this is within the last year.
It shouldn't still be happening, but we see it.
No.
And that's one of the things that's and I want to read Mr. Billfold's response here. He says, I refuse to believe it's a training issue. There are 12-year-olds that know more about constitutional rights than the majority of LEOs. I think it's willful disregard, not lack of training. I think that that's a mutually exclusive ideology, and I don't agree with it. I think that there's a little bit of what you're saying is right. I think there's a little bit of lack of repetition. So you don't have the reps in, and it starts to go away. Then you've got poor training, period. I think it's a little bit of all of it. And just depends on where we go when we talk about it, what the issue really is. Clearly, like that Joffrion guy that we talked about in that disposition, like that is exactly what you're talking about. I think that's willful ignorance. I think that officer you're talking about is absolutely that. Craig gifting another membership. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. But and then I did want to mention BMHC Outdoors. He became a baker's dozen. So thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you. But yeah, I so the way that I kind of see it is it's a little bit of everything. It's lack of reps, lack of training, and then willful ego, ignorance stuff all comes in. He said, disagree all you like. The proof is in the pudding. Well, I just disagreed, and I backed it up with a logical response. So now it's your turn. If you want to argue me, then give a logical response. Not just say the proof's in the pudding. That's not proof, brother. So go ahead.
I just want to respond to that too. Like, we have people on the outside looking in, and they really, a lot of people when they're on the outside looking in, they really don't have a clue. They have an idea, but that doesn't actually mean that's those are the facts. And when you yes, I agree. Some of it, you get those. Once you learn what you learn in the academy, if you're not consistent with that training, you will forget. There's no doubt in that. But you still have people coming up to police officers asking them about the Third Amendment, the 12th Amendment. I'm like, those amendments don't apply to the police dynamics of policing. So, and I do agree though that we all should know the amendments that apply to law enforcement.
Absolutely. And I agree. I agree. It's not an excuse. I'm getting feedback in my head.
I hear it too.
I'm not sure who it's coming from. I'm going to mute Oscar's real quick because it tends to be phones. So I'm going to see test 1, 2. I'm not hearing it. Are you guys hearing it? No? I'm going to unmute him. We're running through our technical difficulties again. Okay.
Just crossing them all off the list.
Just tactical. You son of a bitch. He's like, remember, Joffrey was trained by the United States Security Forces. If you don't know this, Lawrence and Oscar, I am security forces for the Air Force. So our military brothers on here that aren't Air Force love to poke me every chance they can.
Air Force here too.
I hear you.
See? All
Y'all
right.
do have the best bases. I'm not going to lie.
Gym class heroes.
That best chow, all that stuff. So, all right.
I got that's about to join the Air Force.
You see? What's up?
So it's all funny games. Make fun of the Air Force until you need them, because when they show up, man.
Yep. Like I tell everybody, you go soften the targets before you get there. You're welcome.
That's it.
I know. I guard the planes. I guard the planes.
It's like I take that ladder off. You know the ladder, little one rung ladder.
Yeah. I stand there with my gun, port arms, and I'm like, "Don't cross that line."
The real fast salute that the pilots got. That real fast one.
Oh yeah, sharp. I like it. All right, let's share screen. Let's go to which one is this called? Can you?
I was actually down at the Jersey Shore the other maybe a week ago, and we're just hanging out, and I started hearing a nice little grumble in the sky. I looked up and 2 A-10s just blew right past us. I was like, "That's fucking awesome!"
Hell yeah, A-10 Warthog, baby.
Yeah, being in South Jersey, you just see these. We're right by all the bases down there. There's always cool. That was freaking awesome.
It's
you look
nice.
up and it's like, that's a different sound.
It's nice to listen to them downrange too. A little bit of that bird.
Oh my god! Imagine they sent some test rounds across freaking the Jersey Shore. Just
all right, let's go over to this guy here. I'm trying to find a good fit for our setup here, but it will not let. There we go. Now we got everybody in there. Okay. What happens if I do this? Oh, it does let me biggie size on there. Let's go.
Was you flipping me off and yelling out the window? I don't know who flipped me off.
First Amendment to protected speech.
Okay, so, sir, please educate yourself on this only comment before you start spouting it. Okay?
You can make a law against any of my constitutional
I
rights.
need your name
oh, he mad.
and contact information. I'm not playing this game over and over with you, okay? I'm telling you you're obstructing me because you committed.
You don't know what obstruction is. You don't know what disorderly is.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you, sir. I'm done with you for right now. I'm just going to talk to your last name.
First Amendment protected speech. That's what this is.
What is your last name?
Nope.
If you fail to identify yourself to me, you will go to jail tonight.
You can get one too. First Amendment protected free speech.
How do you spell that?
Free speech. First
That
Amendment.
doesn't bug me.
No, that's what you pulled me over for.
Okay.
All right, since we've done this video. All right. I have done these videos a lot where cops not only pull them over for a traffic violation, they admit openly, I pulled you over for flipping me off. Why did you do that?
Yep. He mad. Mad.
Right?
He big mad.
Oscar, how often you go around just flipping off police?
Don't.
No, because I'm wise. I'm not stupid. I ain't trying to get no attention.
And the thing is, if that was me, right? Anything he asks me for, I'm gonna make sure I give it to him because I want to see what he's gonna arrest me for. You know what I mean? I would want to see what he's gonna arrest me for. You know, so I would, when he asked for my name, I would make sure that I followed every part of the law after that. You follow what I'm saying? See, I'm gonna see what are you gonna arrest me for? You know, for flipping you off, so that I'll be ready to take that to court.
Yeah, could you put that in writing for me, please?
Yeah, exactly. I love Ryan's comment here. He even got out in the rain to be a tyrant. I ain't getting out in the rain for you for nothing.
Sorry, bro. Right. Being big mad is not a crime. Sorry.
It better be life and limb if I'm getting out in the rain.
Yeah.
So
no, that's all. I would have just let him I would gave him my name. I wouldn't have gave him, no type of obstruction or nothing. I would just comply. And that
And
was
what I like to tell people to do, Oscar, one of the things that I'll instruct people to do, because they're always like, well, what should I do if I don't agree with it? Like, I'm like, okay, the side of the road is not where you want to argue and
exactly.
not comply. But what you can do is make your protest noted. Say, sir, is your body cam going? It is. Okay, cool. I don't agree with this. I feel like you pulled me over for improper reasons, but I'm going to give you my ID out of, threat of arrest. And
Exactly.
I'll do it. But just voice what your protest is.
Right.
That's a civil society. That's how you do it.
But that it was important what you just said is your body cam on, because a lot of people don't think about saying that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that lets them know that he's accountable now.
Yeah. Yeah. And for officers out there, the thing that I like to tell people, like when I do a traffic stop, one of the things I love to do is say, hey, I'm Officer Levine. The reason I pulled you over is this. Da, 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 da. Is there any reason you did that? And while you're doing, or can you get your license and insurance? And while you're doing that, feel free to take this time to get your cell phone out and start recording.
Right.
I like to give them I let them know, hey, I'm recording. Like I'll be recording. You record too. I want you to have your own set of evidence. But you really had to mess up if you got me pulling you over, at least in the last 10 or 15 years, because I don't pull people over. So that is one way you do it. And to what Oscar's saying, you're complying, but you comply by noting your protest. That's the way to go. Lawrence, what do you got, man?
That's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for the police department. And that's embarrassing. And believe it or not, I did have trainees ask me about that, and I had to explain to them, it's just a finger. It means nothing. It's not against the law. Let's move forward. And just like you said, too, I always told people the reason for the stop. Even when they were recording me, I never acknowledged that because I didn't care about being recorded. That was like no big deal to me. So it's embarrassing. It's not to say about that.
That's a rough one.
Yeah, there's no reason to pull anybody over for a First Amendment protected activity.
Yeah.
Or words.
Yeah. And Mr. Billfold, he makes a great point on this one. And this is one of those things I kind of, when I first started doing the podcast stuff and, just going off of, this is where us as cops, we get stuck in a fishbowl. Okay. I'll fully admit that. Like you do get surrounded by certain things for so long, you just start to forget what it was like before you were a cop. And one of the things I tend to forget, and this is the point that is very important, especially what he's saying here. He said, the side of the road is where they will kill you over a retaliatory stop. Most of us do not have the money to fight in court when the tyrants stack false charges. I think that's important. Like I always say, fight it in court. And I never consider the fact that like some people can't take the time off work. Some people can't, you do start to take some of that shit for granted. And I don't think about that all the time. And I need to be conscious of that before I just so recklessly say, go fight it in court. You got it made. You'll win. You got everything in your favor. And not everybody has the means to figure that shit out.
Right. I think one of the biggest problems too is a lot of people don't know the rights. And then when they watch social media, they try to exercise the wrong rights.
Yeah, you do see that.
And when that happens, when they get pulled over lawfully and then they exercise those wrong rights, it ends up in court anyways. So that's why I always say have your day in court, not on the side of the road. I get it. I understand that it's expensive or you don't want to miss a day. I understand that completely. But how many people say I'm invoking my Fifth Amendment when you haven't even asked them a question yet.
Right.
So I'm like, what?
Sir, I just want to say my name.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. You don't want to create something if you're not really you don't understand your rights.
Go ahead, Oscar.
Well, to me, what happened was that he pulled him over, not trying to arrest him. Right? He was trying to find a reason to arrest him. That's what it seemed like he was trying to find a reason to arrest him. I'll pull you over because he said something. I can't remember exactly what he said, but It was basically saying about him obstructing. You know, he was looking for a reason to arrest him. Now he can't arrest him. He know he can't really arrest him right now, but he was looking for him to give him a reason to arrest him.
Yeah, there's some good comments out there right now. I want to get to Miro.
Wow.
I don't even know how to pronounce this. Miro. I'm just going to call you Miro. The fight it in court thing is the dumbest, most unjust shit ever. There were cops pulling over people on highways for speeding that are far away states because it's cheaper to pay than to fight it. And that's a good argument. Seeing people pull out of state plates over. I remember driving in Michigan. We'd take 75 all the way down to Florida. That was like, I had some family in Florida, so that's how we go visit. And it was a miserable drive. But I remember my family always saying, like, yeah, we got to be careful through the states because they'll pull you over for having an out-of-state plate. Like, that's in the culture. People know that. So that's a valid argument. And then King said the judicial process is the punishment. And he ain't wrong there either.
Right.
You can, you know what I mean? Like, you still got to take the ride sometimes, and that's some bullshit.
So I want to fire up the chat a little bit. You know, as a new officer, I remember one of those things that in those scenarios where you couldn't believe somebody would flip you off as you were a cop, or somebody would call you a pig, or you. And when I remember when I initially got into law enforcement, I didn't have a very good FTO experience, and I didn't know how to push that off my back. And so I had to learn as I went that, you know, I actually appreciated, and that was more of them respecting me. I felt like when they would call me names or oink at me when I was coming around and things like that. And so when I see videos like this, it makes me think of, you know, did their FTO not set them up enough times to teach them how to let that roll off their back?
May I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
You got to ask permission.
Well, in the academy is where they teach you that. That's where it should be. That's the foundation. Because when I was in the academy, my first day, they said people are not going to like you for whatever their reasons are. You're going to get the middle finger. You're going to get all kind of names being called to you. They told us that in the academy. And there's where you need to soak in that you know, if you didn't get the training, I'm sorry to hear that. But, you know,
well, and so so my agents, so where I came from in FTO, it's not a full-time or not a full-time academy. It's you pay for the academy, you go through the experience, and sadly, I think it's more like here's the exam, we're going to teach you and get you ready for the exam, and then when you go to this local agency that's willing to hire you, you have to do some of the experience things that the bigger agencies do with inside the academy.
Wow.
And so, you know, it was another opportunity for me to have a full-time career while I'm going through the police academy because just of my circumstances. But, you know, there are a lot of agencies that's how they do it. And, so you're not getting some of the hands-on experiences. I know one of the bigger agencies in our area, you know, every day, one of the first things they do is they walk into a scenario situation. It's not based on curriculum or things like that. You know, they kind of, whatever curriculum they're going to work on today, they started off with a scenario based. And so they get some more of that hands-on experience before they're going through FTO.
Yeah, Mr. Billfold, you know, this is part of the problem that we have to try to overcome as cops. And that's one of the things that we need to work on with this show is, you know, he said, that's why I don't trust cops. The culture is all about punishing people with the process. Until these cops start paying to feed my children, how can I be made whole as a victim of tyranny? And that's a powerful statement. Because he ain't wrong. The system in itself is a punishment. Because now you've got to find a babysitter, find somebody. You know, some of these guys, and this is why I try to get officers to look at the whole picture when you pull someone over.
Right.
You see that they've got ticket after ticket after ticket after ticket after ticket, and they're trying to tell you, I can't get out of this hole, but I gotta work. I gotta go to. I gotta drive to work, and and you didn't pull that person. This is cops. I'm trying to challenge you to think a little deeper. You didn't pull him over for speeding. You pulled him over because his registration was out or his plate was bad. That's not a moving violation. That's a dude that can't get out of the hole, and you're perpetuating the circle. You got to see the bigger picture, and you're going to be able. I'm hoping you're going to be able to read that when you talk to them, and you're going to know if they're, you're going to have a feeling if they're full of shit or not. So go ahead, Benny.
I was just going to say, I mean, obviously I can only speak about the Lone Star State, the great state of Texas, and
Deep in the
doing
heart.
this for 21 years here. Friggin', we were able to tell our rookies as they came on, the traffic stop is probably one of the only things you're going to have discretion on. And I want you to think about family members. I want you to think about everything when you're stopping somebody, on how when your family members get stopped, regardless of their backgrounds, regardless of this and that. It goes back to that whole, when you're 5 years old, your mother tells you, treat people as you wish to be treated. And, respect goes a long way. And
Golden rule.
I think I've had 2 traffic complaints in 21 years. And there for a while, I was averaging, I wasn't writing a lot of tickets. We were out there looking for major loads of narcotics heading to the east, but we weren't writing a lot of tickets. We'd stop, we'd go through our little process, warning, on to the next, and obviously having probable cause for everything. But that's and I know most of the other states are like that as well. That you don't, it's not a shall, it's officer discretion on if you can write a citation or do a warning, because just like you were saying, Eric, when you have the probable cause, you have every reason to take it back there, and you're making that decision. Am I going to write this citation or not? And you swipe the driver's license, and you see, in the past 2 years, maybe, I don't know, hypothetically 10 entries for citations, and anybody, I don't care what your financial status, you get that many tickets, and then you get points on your licenses in some states, and you're not going to be able to claw back up to the top. It's like somebody with bad credit problems. I've been down that road. I've gone through trying to climb out of a friggin' canyon. Sometimes you just got to be that person to help somebody get back up to the top, and give them a friggin' warning once in a while. Just anyway, I'll get off my pedestal, my soapbox on it.
No, you good, bro. You good. I like it. Yeah. Okay. So I guess my biggest takeaway from this discussion so far is cops. Okay. Let me look right in the camera. Cops out there, if you're watching this show, be mindful and understand that you are potentially perpetuating a situation that cannot be fixed in what you do with your traffic stops. And 2, the other part that I would challenge officers to do is make sure that your traffic stop and what comes of it isn't a form of punishment by using the system. I like the way that Mr. Billfold put that. I didn't think of it in that way. I've thought of it, but not in that way. The way he said that actually really stuck with me. So I'm going to push back on cops. Don't use the system as a punishment, and try to figure out if that's what's happening. If it is, you're in the wrong, because it's not our job to punish. That is not our job. You either have it or you don't. You were either going to do it or you weren't. If you're doing it off of emotion or ego, you're in the wrong automatically. That's the way I see that. Tim said, tickets. Well, if you got them, come to our Discord and Eric will laugh at you for getting them.
I like Tim.
Tim is on a roll tonight, y'all. He is always trying to get people over to our Discord. He's like a great mod to have over there. He's our tactical sleeping Santa. So for anybody that needs to find him. Badge 502, Lawrence even, because I'm going to get Lawrence in on this. Alan and Banning already know, but on our Discord, we have channels set up specifically for our host and for people that have channels. So you can come to our Discord, and maybe one night we have a Q&A. Maybe people just post questions, and periodically throughout the week, you can check on there and see on your channel if somebody had a question for you. Maybe they got some questions on your content, and they'll post a link. Hey, I want to know something about this. But we want to offer that up for you guys down the road. So make sure you guys do that. Bad, you're muted, buddy.
Oh.
There you go. You're unmuted. Go ahead.
Yeah, come hang out. The water's fine.
Yeah. So, Mag Dump dropped $2. He said, "Uphold the law. Don't use the badge to hassle." Agreed.
I don't hassle anybody.
Yeah, I agree to that.
Mag Dump, member for 7 months, by the way. Look at him. I'm proud of him. One of the best names that we've got too. So, all right, let's go to another video real quick. We've already done that one. And
He should maybe rename it to the clip dump for our brother that's not here tonight.
Okay, we're gonna do this video and then we're gonna get to the body cam review things. Okay, let me. Actually, I lie. There's one other video, but I'm gonna show this one first. And Badge 502, I found out it's your mic that's giving a lot of feedback.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's like.
Okay. How about I do this? How about I take these off and I just use the cell phone itself?
Okay.
Let me shut my apron.
Don't
That you'll
forget to.
definitely
Oh,
hear.
at least he had pants on. Oh yeah. While we're at it,
This time.
Ghost Patch. Go to ghostpatch.com. See what banning's showing right there. You guys can find some 2 Cops 1 Donut swag at ghostpatch.com. Just type in 2 Cops 1 Donut. Oh, there we go. That's the metal.
I'll come
badge,
out and
baby.
back, jump on my desktop.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, let me share.
Hey, what was that challenge coins, Eric? I saw something you talked
Challenge
about.
coins?
Yeah, didn't you say we had?
Oh, we do
some
have challenge coins on Ghost Patch if you go there. Absolutely, sir. Appreciate you bringing that up. All right, we're gonna biggie size. There we go. And let's watch how this one unfolds.
Hey, the reason I'm stopping out with you, city ordinance states that you can't park on an unimproved lot, okay?
Oh, I can't?
You cannot, sir, no.
Yeah, we're just sleeping in the car for a couple of days because I'm moving into my new apartment tonight.
Okay.
So
Who's in there with you?
it's myself.
Okay. You guys have ID with you?
Yeah.
Perfect, if I can see that.
I'm sick today, so I'm not at work.
Okay.
I have the flu. I was in the hospital yesterday.
Okay, all right. Give me a second, all right? Does he have money for gas?
Do you have money for gas? No.
I'm not trying to give you any grief. I understand your financial struggle. All right, so my job's as much as correcting as it is educating.
Right.
City K Core Ordinance states that you cannot drive, park on an unimproved lot.
All right, I'm going to pause it real quick. There is one issue that I have with this guy that I hope he can improve over time. He's being awesome, but he doesn't sound like he's being awesome. He's talking like a robot. He's talking like a cop, like a robot cop. If he could just get a little inflection in his voice, I think he would be perfect. But he sounds like a robot. He's like, all right, I am not going to I need to educate you and inform you. And I'm like, come on, dude. Like, be a person. Talk to him like he's a person. You're talking like RoboCop. But let's just keep going because I want you guys to see this.
Okay, it's a $250 fine. Okay. I'm not gonna strike you with it. I don't see any dope or anything like that. You guys aren't users or anything like that?
You can go through the car if you want. I don't do drugs. I've been sober for 3 years.
How bad are you financially? You don't have money for gas at all?
I don't have nothing at all.
We're gonna drive up to the BJ's. Okay, I have a BJ's membership. I'm gonna put in $20 in your tank, okay? That way you guys
I wish I had that membership.
can get around and get situated, all right?
I had
Appreciate that so
Yeah,
much.
man. All I ask is that you make good decisions with this.
Yeah, of course.
Listen, tough times are tough times. Everybody goes through tough times. Lean on each other, support each other, right? That's the only way you get through it. That's the only way me and my wife get through it. We lean on each other. I came from a very poor beginning. There's no shame in that. It's what you do with what you have that makes a difference. So be that change. Be the change on each other. Lean on each other, right? Have faith on each other and support each other, okay? That's all I ask. You guys have a great day, all right? God bless.
Yes. I look like a genie. That's not what I was going for.
Genie
So,
in the
yeah,
bottle.
that's very cool. There we go. Look at it. Professional studio now. I like it. Say something real quick.
It's not working yet.
Oh, yeah, it is.
There we go. There we go.
Nice. So, Oscar, I'm going to go with you first, brother. You see something like that. You see police doing that. What do you think?
It really goes back to what I was talking about at first. That's why you can't say all police. You know what I mean? When you say the police, you guys, to me, I didn't see anything wrong. You know, I agree with you talking though, the way he's talking like a robot. But
Yes.
but as far as everything, he basically, it was kind of like a form of mentorship to me when he, where he was, just telling me to make right decisions. But it was, I thought it was all right. I didn't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah. Yeah. A country girl.
Did I answer your question?
Go ahead.
I said, did I answer your question?
Oh, yeah. I thought you said to answer my question. I thought you were going to keep going.
Oh.
No, but no,
No,
you're right. No, you
Okay.
good, brother. Country girl said, good cop, but the guy didn't ask for a therapy session. Come on, country girl. How you going to pick at that one? That was a good one. That was a good one. I mean, again, other than the RoboCop talk, it was very unemotional, even though it was an emotional call. It's very unemotional. So, Lawrence, what do you got, brother?
I agree with the same thing. The robot talking, but other than that, I would have taken care of it too. I would have put gas in the car. One of the biggest things too, I don't like what officers do when they say, "I'm going to educate you."
Yeah.
I have a problem with that because you're not there. If you tell someone you failed to stop at a stop sign, you're not going to go through the statute. You're just going to say, you failed to stop at a stop sign. That's it.
Right.
You're not there to educate.
Yeah. The whole, it's a $250 fine, but I'm not going to give it to you. Like you're trying to put yourself like, I just did this for you. You're lucky that I did this.
So lucky.
I'm your savior.
Yeah.
I don't
see what you're saying.
Anybody else would have done it.
Yeah. Yeah. All of these other cops out here on my agency, they would have gave you that $250 fine, but not me, because I'm different.
You were in the south end of town, bro.
Right?
You'd be walking.
If you'd have been illegally parking on this big open empty lot, those other cops would have got you with a $250 fine. It's so stupid. Now, was the guy probably out there doing an investigative stop because it's not normal for a car to be parked in that area?
Probably.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with an investigative stop, trying to figure out what's going on. And I could have done without all of the here's what I could have done, and more of the, okay, tell me what's going on. All right, cool. Let me get your info real quick. All right, bro, everything seems to be checking out. I want to help you. Like, I'm going to try to help you out. Like, I like that. And then, some people get upset about the ID crack. Listen, that's just how we do things. I've explained myself a million times on here. You guys know that I don't think it's wrong to ask for ID. You had an offense here, so you can technically demand ID if you want. You got a traffic offense, but
hey, Eric,
go ahead.
Just real quick, Lawrence has got a jet. Lawrence, how can everybody that's watching?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Find you?
I'm sorry.
How can everybody that's watching this podcast tonight find you? I know you got to cut out.
Yeah, you could go on my on TikTok, and it's Lawrence retired FTO. I got a ton of videos, and that's actually how I found
Matt,
Eric, all you guys.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, that's how I found Matt too. But yeah, so just go on my TikTok and find me there at Lawrence retired FTO.
So real quick, Lawrence, before you go,
Sure.
This is your channel, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Make sure you guys go like, follow, subscribe his channel for us. I am trying, I'll just tell you guys right in front of Lawrence, I don't care. I'm trying to make him more of a part of what we're doing, because once you go see his stuff, you'll understand he's of the same mindset that we are. So I really like what he's doing, and I want him to be a part of what we're doing. So all right, Lawrence, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much.
Guys. Thank you for
Appreciate you, man.
Take it easy. And he gone. Okay. You guys like him?
Good dude.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I've been following him for a while, and actually he does a lot of live chats on his TikTok where he just kind of does ask a cop a question stuff. And
good.
He does really good. And so I jump on occasionally, and I'm just like, hey, I'll jump on and ask him a question or two, and we seem to get along. I really like him. But
that's good stuff.
Wade's asking a question. Panel, how many of you have found the bouncing car in the parking lot before? Oh my God.
A lot.
If you knew some of the nasty things I have seen, I mean,
you know what? Let me give you a 30-second. I'm not even going to say the department I was at, because anyway,
bro, I've seen.
I finally got used to an area where I was at, and I heard that there was a lot of criminal acts that were going on at this public park and to keep an eye on it since it was in my beat. And parked, blacked out in the parking lot, parked up behind a tree, and there's a little walking trail that you can kind of go around where the lights don't hit you, so you can kind of keep an eye and look out in the park. And I'm new, I'm learning. And so I'm doing this walk. I check out with dispatch. And anyway, I get over there and I get my binos up, and we had a shooting in that parking lot the week before. Let dispatch know I was there, and I got my binos up. I'm looking. There's 10, 15 cars out there. There's some separated by buildings, so they have a little bit of privacy. And then I see two with some people doing stuff on a hood that would probably not be okay if kids were out. But you have to take time in account too. At that time we had a curfew in the state of Texas. There was mostly just adults out in that parking lot. So am I going to go check out with them? I may beat my siren when I leave, and hopefully they do the right thing and take off, take it to a hotel. But anyway, I hear behind me, I had no clue that this person was back there. Sweatland, what are you doing here? And it was one of the patrol supervisors. Keep in mind, I'm a year and a half on, and I'm like, holy crap, Sergeant, had no clue you were here. Do you want my assistants to go down here? Are you wanting to do something? And he goes, Sweatland, if we go down there and interrupt, they won't be back next weekend. And he's got these big binos up, and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? So I figured supervisors on scene, I'm out. And he was trying to make a joke, but just the way that could be construed by somebody, man. Oh, that's bad stuff. So anyway.
Yeah. I'm going to read Mr. Billfold's. He's on fire tonight, by the way. Mr. Billfold's got a lot of flame going on tonight. That didn't sound right. That's not what I meant, Mr. Billfold. You're killing it. You got really good comments tonight. My bad. He said the asking for ID absent a crime is a problem. What does an ID tell an officer about potential criminal activity? Cops only ask to run warrants. It's the LEO version of scratch off tickets. He ain't wrong. He is not wrong. It's a part of it for sure. And you know, I agree with him to a point. But I think the caveat for me is any time that I ask for an ID absent a crime, I let them know, hey, you don't have to ID, but can I get your identification for X? And if I'm going to run it, I will let them know. More than likely, though, if I'm telling them, I'm not running it. I am just simply getting your information so I can get it for the report that I'm about to do or for whatever. So I think there's a fair play there. What do you think?
So let me ask,
go ahead, Oscar. No, Oscar, you go.
Real quick. So let me ask you if any of you ask for ID, like from what you just said, and they don't give you the ID, and they refuse to give you the ID, how is your response after that? You know what I mean?
My response, and I'll tell you the God's honest truth. My response, if I tell you, hey, can I get your ID just for so I got this information for my stuff, get a report I'm going to have to do. You are not under investigation. You don't have to give it to me. If they say I don't want to do it, I'm be like, you know what? I tell them that's your constitutionally protected right. I appreciate that. I honestly tell them I appreciate it because I want them to know that I'm going above and beyond to be transparent and accountable for what I'm asking. But
I think a lot of people think that it draws suspicion when they don't do it. You know what I mean? Go ahead. That's what I was trying to get.
But and I'll fully admit I'm not. There's not a lot of cops I've ever seen do what I do.
Right.
And I can't make them. I can't make them. And them asking isn't illegal, but I can tell you what I do, and more importantly, I can tell you why I do it. If there's not a crime, I will ask you, but I inform you because I think that is the biggest problem that we have. It's no different than getting, a public defender versus, a well-seasoned, paid-for defender, attorney. Like a public defender is going to do just enough where your attorney is going to go above and beyond. I want to be the attorney you paid for. That's the way I look at it. So, Tim, want to be a sailor? We have voting classes in our Discord. I feel like we're going to get a false advertisement lawsuit.
You just want to be a little bit better than Saul Goodman.
Yeah. Saul Goodman was awesome.
Well, I think you would agree with me, Eric, in Banning, in the great state of Texas, as we say that, so many times the people that we deal with when they want to help. And so it's like you almost have that conversation where it's just like, hey, can I see your ID? Because they just know that you're doing your job, and it's not even that big a deal. And then then you have to remember that, oh yeah, you don't have to get it, because I'm so used to having that conversation of we're collecting information for a wreck or things like that. And it's like, I do have to check myself and go, oh yeah, it's not that big a deal if you don't want to give it, and move on to the next subject matter.
Yep. Yeah, Tim, or I'm sorry, Mr. Billfold said, cops will say, if you did nothing wrong, why won't you ID? I tell you what, if I hear you say that shit while I'm on scene, I'm going to tell you, kick rocks. I got it. Don't be saying that shit to people.
Yep. That's going to be a talk. That's going to be a talk later at the station. Once you clear that call.
Yeah. Because now you're compelling ID, and I don't agree with that. No more than I agree with soliciting trespass and some of that shit. Shotguns and tattoo. I love Alan's donut shirt. I just want you to know that Retro Rifle designed that shirt around the podcast before we ever became sponsors. They actually emailed me and said, hey, we would love for you to wear the shirt. We kind of were inspired by the podcast for it. I was like, I'm on board. So that's
So the best part about it is the sprinkles, guys.
They're bullets. Yeah, there's no guns on this one, just bullets. Yeah, right. That's right.
Yeah.
All right, let's okay, I got one more like short video. So we'll watch this one. This one is gangster as fuck. So
is everybody still good on time? I don't want to step on anybody if they've got a jet.
I think everybody's
I do in a second, but my phone is going like on 6%.
Hey, bro, you ain't come charged? Dang, you just like Matt. You two peas in a pod. Unprepared. Can't get your shit straight with technology.
On that note, I just put my 7% charge phone on.
But I think my cord got a shortage in it. I got my cord in it. It's going down. It's just going down slower.
What, Two Cops, One Donut is going to make its first official donation to a nonprofit, and we are going to get the two pillars of Home Away from Home. We're going to get them some iPhone cords. We're going to get them hooked up. We're going to get them proper.
Thank you.
We got you. We got you. All right, let me pull this video up real quick, and then we'll do this video, Oscar, and then I'll let you say goodbye.
Okay.
All right, let me share screen. Boom. All right, you guys are gonna like this one.
Oh yeah, this is a great video.
No, it's good shit.
Oh! Fuck, he shot me, god damn it! Officer shot. 13D04, I am shot, but I'm up and moving. Got it. Shot fired. Roll your man. Hey, tourniquet. 13D04. All right, putting the tourniquet on me. God damn it. Go get him. Get in the car. I'm bleeding like a son of a bitch. God damn. Tourniquet, man. Here. All right, here. Tie that shit up on me. Here, go high. First off, let me see.
All right.
I bet.
Let me get this. Off here.
Gangster.
I've seen this a couple times. I'm going to give 2 cents that are not going to give out the video, and we'll let other people go. But I've been in some hairy situations like this, and thankful to walk away from it. But my boy that got hit rounds that car, charges that weapon, gets back in the fight, delivers a round, communicates, delivers more rounds, takes out the threat, and then assesses. That's good stuff, man. That's good. I wish every officer could have the heart and the brain to be able to stay in the fight to protect the people out there.
You can't tell me your boy didn't serve. That to me. Okay, this is where I'll tell y'all that dude was probably a Marine. I'm just gonna put it out there. He's probably a Marine. That's that's my feeling on that. But Oscar, I want to give you a chance to respond to that before you got to go.
The only thing, well, I'm gonna be honest with you. For some reason, that video I couldn't really see it that good because I'm on the phone and it's real small, right? I couldn't see that one that good. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, could you hear it?
I heard the shooting and I heard what he was saying, but I couldn't really see what was going on. I could barely see the other one, but I could see it. I couldn't see that one at all, really. Just like I seen your hand and stuff like that. I ain't really see it, though. I couldn't see it.
Okay, but you could hear what he was saying, and he was very calm, taking fire. And
definitely.
So
definitely,
to me, like that's a rare breed. There's a lot of us that think that we'll be cool, that we can handle shit, and until you actually get shot, and take fire. Yeah, you could say all the shit you want until you're in that position. That is how you hope you'll act.
Okay, I was trying to figure out where y'all was going with that one. But yeah, no, I couldn't really see it. I ain't gonna lie.
Fucking Craig, go home. You fired. How you gonna get fired on your day off, Craig?
How'd I know you were gonna go right to that, man?
I can't help it.
It was good being on here with y'all. Thanks for the invite. And if you, like you said, if you wanted me to do another one, I'm always open to it. All right.
All right, Oscar, what we're gonna do, we're gonna get you set up proper with the mics and all that stuff, and we're gonna do a real interview because I just want to give people a little teaser of you and your background because I think you are out there doing great things, despite the fucking horrible cards that you had to play, and between what you and Matt got going on, dude, like, every time I talk to Matt about it, I start tearing up because I get so moved by what you guys are doing. And, I'm a crier, so you don't know that on here. I'm a baby. I cry about everything. But what you two got going on, I support it 100%. And I'm hoping with the DTV stuff, dude, we start making you guys rock stars and really putting out your message in a new way, not just for you two, because you two deserve it, but for the kids, because they deserve a change. So
definitely.
I'm definitely. Tell people how they can find you real quick. I'm gonna pull it up while you do that.
So you can find us basically more so on Facebook or as at Home Away from Home, and then you can find us on Instagram at Home Away from Home, Youth Development and Reentry. And we have a website, Home Away from Home, Home Away from Home, YDR.com. It's Youth Development and Reentry. YDR is just Youth Development and Reentry.com. And that's our website. So those are the ways you can find us.
All right. Let me make sure that what I've got pulled up right now is the right thing. That it?
Is that the new website? Yeah, it is. Yeah, yes.
It look right.
That's the website, yes.
Meet Oscar Parham right there. That's you.
That's right.
He goes, is that the new website?
No, we got two websites. The other one we had to get it redone. So that's the new. I was just making sure you got the new one. But more so, see a lot of our videos on Facebook. Right there, me and Matt were doing some. Those two kids were. They was friends when they was little, and then they was all of a sudden they started trying to kill each other. So we had to do some kind of what you call it, get them back together.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, they grew up friends, and one of them got mad because of something, and now they was trying to, so we had to bring them back together just to reconcile them together. That's what that was.
Okay,
an intervention.
Okay, I like it. I love it. Yeah, I love that you two. I mean, I look at my career banning. Maybe you could say the same about you, Alan. I'm trying to think of the good things that I've done. I've done some good things. Like in my head, I'm like, yeah, I helped this person. I helped that person. You motherfuckers are out killing it. I mean, if I were to try to compare what I've done in my career, you two have done something that I could never fathom. I would never even have thought of what y'all are doing. And it's so impressive.
One of the things I wanted to do when I teamed up with Matt was I wanted to kind of, let me tell you a quick story about when I was locked up. It's funny that my phone went up 1%. It's been going down, but it just went up 1%. But look, one of the things that got used to be anti-police, right? We all were when we were young,
I
kids at
was.
least.
I still kind of am.
But when I was locked up, right? Because in prison you look at COs as police, right?
Right.
But I had a CO, correctional officer, who was my best friend. You know what I mean? I'm talking about it was a time when my money came late and he made sure I had food every day until my we was able to get back to the store. I got my money the same day that they went to the store and I couldn't go to the store. So he would always bring me food from the officer's kitchen. You know what I'm saying? So I realized, we became best friends. A guy named Shivey, he was my buddy. You know what I mean? I've been looking for him since I've been out. Because I told him I was gonna take a good look there. Huh?
You haven't found him yet.
No, but the thing is that, like I say, that's so I understand that there are some good cops, there's some good people, and you're gonna have some bad ones, but I'm not gonna judge everybody based on the actions of the few, the bad ones, so that's where I kind of, fall in at.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, when we connect later, I'm gonna get more info on that, and I'll see if I can't help find your dude.
Okay, definitely. And just so you know, he's a probation officer now. He's a probation officer in Chicago, I think, somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, like I say, thank you for having me on. Thank you all for, it was a pleasure. Really enjoyed doing the show.
Thank you very
And
much.
Hanging out with us, brother.
my story is book worthy now, just so you know. I'm gonna let you know that when you do get me on here, my story is book worthy. It's a lot that I just, I
right.
gave you a tidbit.
All right.
Right?
Do me a favor. Don't tell me all the juicy details when we have you on. I want you to get that book. So I want you to hold some stuff back. And I'm gonna help you get that book. Okay?
I bet.
That's what I'm gonna do. Help you get that book.
All right.
Absolutely. All right, brother.
All right.
Take it easy.
Y'all take care. Okay. Take care.
Appreciate you. All right. He was great. Oscar was great.
Man, I can't wait. And hopefully, I hope maybe I can be a fly on the wall during that interview, because that you truly only read books or see different investigative shows about, the small percentage that happens to people, and how dare a state allow that to happen? You know what I mean? I don't know all his details yet, but
right.
Good Lord, good grief, 30 friggin' years. Is that what he said?
Yeah, 30 years. Yep. And I am trying to Badge 502 sent us a video, so I'm trying to
what an experience.
I'm trying to pull that up wherever it went. There it is.
Now anytime I go on social media and I hear that nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday, I'm like, oh God, something terrible is about to happen.
All right, I'm gonna pull this video up here. Badge 502 sent in. There we go.
It looks like they stopped comments. I had commented on this video.
Okay, can you guys see this?
Yep.
There's no way to biggie size it. I apologize. So it is what it is. All right, let's go.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person.
Oh no, down goes Fraser.
Oh my God.
Man.
Oh, there's 3 of them.
22 kilograms of
There's
baggage.
3 of them.
One's got a gun, so that's a cop.
Yeah.
Book now with Jet 2 holidays. Package holidays.
Jesus.
The song.
God.
Anytime I hear that song now, I'm like, oh God, what's about to happen?
Right? Yeah, it's never anything good. Well, at least they finish up strong.
Yeah, right. I wonder if they, there's probably a market for this. I wonder if they invented a chair for stairs that you could just get people out of houses a little bit easier.
They actually have that. Yes.
Well, some moving companies have this friggin' deal that gets your washer and dryer, and it's mechanical, and they hit the button when they get to apartment stairs, and it friggin' just walks the beast right up.
Right. Oh my God.
I'm watching this. I'm like, there's about 4,000 different ways you could have got that patient out of that house. And you chose the way that smashed their face into the concrete. Let's do that. Let's do that.
Golly.
Oh my God. I am so angry right now with Restream. It is just keeps fucking up. Everything tonight with Restream has been fucking up. Oh my god. Anyway, all right. Craig, clearly they moved on to Discord in case you didn't hear. Oh man, that's so funny. Marine Blood, watch the music. He's trying to warn us. Yeah, we might get jammed up for the music playing on copyright later on.
Hey man, freaking grab that little teaser you put out, 300-pound man.
Oh yeah. We could do that one too. Let me see. Do I
apologize for the size of my mug in this.
Let me see here. Okay, let me share screen. Boom. Biggie size. All right, let's go.
You hear about the 300-pound guy that disappeared?
Well, now that we've put it that way.
So, my friends at the FBI, and I was very fortunate. Like I was assigned to the FBI for 8.5 years working on a JTTF. But before that, when I was working organized crime, the running joke is like we had a case on a guy in a Bonanno Capo in again, Monmouth County, New Jersey, Frankie Copa, right? I'll tell a little bit about the case, but the thing about the case is as we're getting ready to take it down, Frankie Copa just disappears, right? He's nowhere to be found. We've got all of his phones tapped, and then all of a sudden nobody can find Frankie. Nobody's heard from Frankie. Nobody has seen Frankie. Nobody knows where Frankie is. And then lo and behold, we find out that Frankie is now in witness protection. So the running joke there was only the feds could make a 300-pound man disappear.
I was thinking he was swimming with the fishes, but
No,
he made it. He lived.
Yeah.
Good for him. Love it. So that is a teaser for y'all. That was the first time Banning and I have done an in-studio podcast together. That was a little teaser with Lenny. Betsy, who was a retired New Jersey state trooper, and then went over to Albuquerque and actually worked at Albuquerque PD for a little bit, and then went private sector. So with Peregrine, which happens to be one of our sponsors. But Lenny is a great dude, very good personality. So fucking Tim is on fire tonight. What is going on in the comment section tonight? Y'all are killing it. I love it. All right, we're almost 2 hours in. We haven't even gotten to what we normally body cam reviews. So I'm gonna go ahead and share screen. We're gonna give a shout out to police.
Throw Ryan May's thing up there.
Hey, are you guys on Discord now? I love the sarcasm, sir. Oh, that's the wrong one. Dang it. I tried to click on it while I was laughing. It didn't work. Are you guys on Discord now? Okay, first and foremost, shout out to Police Activity at Police Activity on YouTube. We get all of our videos for these body cam reviews, it seems like, from them. And they're awesome. So make sure you like and subscribe. But before we watch this video from Police Activity, I just remembered there is an insane video that was shared with me today from X, which is formerly known as Twitter. So we're going to share this screen instead. I am going to try to biggie size this when it plays. I don't know how this is going to work out. This is a little longer, and I have seen this one, so I'm going to let you guys judge this.
This is not sharp. I want you to turn the body cam off. Protocol is that you turn it off. If a citizen requests it to turn it off, she's a lawyer. She's a lawyer.
So they want you guys to leave?
Yes, we're gonna leave.
Let's just leave. Let's just make it easy, okay?
We're gonna make it easy. That's not.
I am. Okay. I'm her
That's
husband.
not the point. Can you look at me?
Yeah, we'll talk over here, okay?
Your protocol is.
Can we all talk? Can we all talk?
We'll talk over here. They want you to leave.
Your protocol is.
Can we talk?
Who is she to you?
What's that?
No,
Who is she
nothing
to you?
happens. Nothing.
She is our college friend.
Okay. She's a friend.
Yes.
No, I'm not.
You guys just want to know? Do you want them trespass?
Anything we can do. Yeah. Trespass, yeah. I just need
trespass. Got to know.
Please. It's the only way.
Okay.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Do we want to chat?
I know that your protocol is.
So you're trespass, so we got to leave now. Unless you want to be in
We're not trespassing. You haven't notified us that we're trespassing.
Number one.
Number
What did I just
two.
say to you? It's
You're
trespass.
number
Let's go.
one. Number one.
I don't
Number
want
two.
to arrest you guys.
You're not going to arrest us. Number two
So let's
is
leave.
that
We gotta go. We gotta go.
protocol
Let's
is
go. Let's
the
go.
citizen protocol is if we ask you to turn the body camera on.
All right, I'm going to pause it right there for now. All right, EMT badge 502. I'm going to go to you first, bud, because this isn't your realm necessarily. So, what are you seeing from these two females, and what is your take on it as a person outside of law enforcement?
So you have two intoxicated female parties who are apparent. So it looked like something in the clip said that she worked with the attorney's office or something like that.
Possibly. Possibly. Yeah.
So she appears that she thinks she knows the protocol for the police department. If there's anything that I've seen in my history is that the executive branch and the legislative branch do not know how each other wash their hands. So that's inaccurate. Although it did sound like that officer solicited a trespass. So I don't know how I feel about that. Don't tell me about my law. Listen, I am in law enforcement, just like you are. So I didn't love that. I know they're supposed to request a trespass. They're not supposed to be like, oh, but you want them trespassed, right?
Fair.
But you do have parties that are being requested to slide away from the building just to have a conversation. Far as I know, there's no protocol about shutting off body cam. That seems erroneous. That doesn't sound accurate. So you basically have two belligerent parties outside of an establishment that don't want to be removed from an establishment that are going to be removed from an establishment. So.
Okay, I like it. All right, Banning, I'm going to let you go next, sir.
In reference to some of those questions in the comments, when we first got our body cameras, when I was at a medium to large agency, it actually did come out in our memo before the rule or general order was if you came to somebody's private home and you're there, either they called you, you come there on an investigation. If they asked you to turn it off before entering the private home, you had to, which scared the crap out of me. I still had my audio on to my dash cam, knowing that I operated with that for years and was okay. But I like the body camera. I love having it on there. Just another perspective. It's another set of ears, another set of eyes to prove what you're doing out there. And then it obviously, I think it was in effect for about 3 to 3.5 months. And then it came out, if you're there, if you have a legal reason to be there, period. If you're there in public and you're dealing with somebody, that body camera is going to be on 100%. And we had a rule in there too. You're not muting it. You're not turning it off intermittently. It's running for the duration of the call.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. Alan.
I was lost in the focus of being a blonde at the moment. No, like we didn't even, I'll be real honest, we didn't even have a policy for the first 4 years of me carrying the body camera. And once it was just treated the same way as our in-car camera. As soon as, showing up to the scene, I turned it on and turned it off when I left. So, most like ours, we didn't ever turn the little red light on or the yellow light on. So you pretty much couldn't tell ours were on unless you felt it vibrate. And so it was, it just became a common knowledge that I every once in a while felt it vibrating. So I knew it was still working. I didn't even operate to the body camera. It was just part of my uniform.
Yeah, I can tell you right now that I've never heard of any policy that allows me to turn my body camera off at the request of some citizen. Even if I know you're the prosecutor or a judge or whatever, nothing that I've ever heard of will let me turn my body camera off while I am actively investigating a call. So the fact that they're trying to get him to turn his body camera off tells me they know that they're in the wrong and they're trying to hide that. So you guys have heard me say, listen, I'm all about accountability and transparency with cops, but I think y'all need to push a little harder, a little farther. I think you need to push that towards courts. I think you need to push that towards corrections because you guys got the cops covered. Like it's getting better and better. I always think police is improving, although we do see setbacks. Don't get me wrong. I'm an optimistic person. I do see a lot of great things. I think policing, if you're looking at it like you're looking at the stocks, it's got its dips, but it's continuously going up. So we're getting better.
Yes, we want to slap the shit out of the ones that create the dips. We're right there with you.
Yeah.
The ones that are doing good, high five, friggin', and treat them the way they should be treated as a peace officer. But the ones that are causing the dip in that stock market, like Eric just said, I'm going to build a bar.
Yeah.
We're going to have VIP parking, and we're going to have rim shots.
Eye of the Night said, not saying you did this, but it's only great if it's not messed with. Officers shouldn't be permitted to mute or turn their cams off until after they're separated from the call. Agreed.
100%.
100% agreed.
It's as much for officer accountability as it is officer safety. So.
I think that's one of the things. Like, I used to think there were times when cameras should be muted, and like if my wife calls in or whatever, and then I started to think about like some of the arguments that our followers have mentioned, our members have mentioned, is like they're like, that's what the redaction team's for. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. That's what they get paid to do. So why mute it? Period. If it's going out, it needs to be filtered, and they need to figure out what needs to be allowed and what doesn't. That's not my job. My job as the cop is to make sure I get everything while I'm out there. So if you're a police department that's out there and you've got a policy that allows your guys to mute it, I say you get rid of that.
Yeah.
You get rid of that. Even if it's a tactical team, like, oh, we got our tactics, our SWAT guys and all that stuff, and they talk about that, then fucking redact it. Mute it afterwards. Like, it's not that hard. Yep. That's what it's for. So that I'm with you guys on that one. Andy Fletcher's with me. Yay, Eric. I feel like Andy just got his pom-poms out. You bootlicker. Andy's a bootlicker. Andy, you boot-licking son of a bitch. How dare you agree with me? I got him. Burn. All right.
Sick burn.
Sick burn. Yeah, let's keep going. I don't like that it keeps putting badge 502 at the bottom. I feel bad for you. I'm not even doing that. Here, hold on.
Oh.
There you go.
Now I get to be on top of Eric. There you go. That makes Eric a switch.
Okay. No. I understand you don't want to deal with it, but the protocol is, and your protocol is if I ask you to turn off the body cam, you have to turn it off. And
that's not a protocol ever, anywhere.
That's a want to call. Sorry.
That's a want to call. That's not a protocol. That's a t-shirt idea right there. Want to call. All right, let's keep going.
That's your protocol. She's a lawyer.
By the way, does anybody else get the movie White Girls?
Yeah.
Vibe.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think they're used to not being told no very often.
Yeah.
So they keep trying to push their chest.
That's all I see coming right now. You want to talk about mothers? Off.
I applaud you. Be a great canine officer being able to get your voice that high. I always struggle with that, man.
Yeah, I'm sure you do, Banning. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're all man. I've got very high feminine tendencies.
Well, that's a qualification for the Air Force to get in. You got to carry that.
I'm not white girl. My bad. White chicks. That's what I was thinking of. Oh, shit.
So she knows.
Well, that's lawyer stuff, so that's not true. So we got to go.
No, it is. That's law.
I'm an AG. I'm an AG.
Good for you. I don't give a shit. Let's go.
Beautiful response. That's the best response ever. Okay, listen, for those that are watching this, she just name dropped her position. Now you're trying to use your title to get you through something legally. Fuck you. You need to be fired.
Yep.
Right now. Right.
And you need to take a ride tonight to understand the insides.
Yep.
So you be better at your friggin' job.
Yep. She needs to be fired. Absolutely. You just tried to use your position, which is the AG like a political position? I don't know. I don't know enough about it.
AG is probably appointed, right?
Yeah, appointed or something like that. Like, no, you're done. I don't care that you can't handle your booze. That you being publicly intoxicated is one thing. It's a ticket. I don't care. But you trying to use your position, you just screwed up. Fired right away. even outdoors is like boom. Fired.
Makes me want to look at some of her cases and realize if she truly is one, how is she presenting these?
Yeah, and I'm with Acorn on this one. He's like, "That was great. I'm an AG. I don't give a fuck. Let's go." That's exactly how it should be. Yeah.
The amount of "I could not care less" that came out of that man's voice.
Yeah. Oh Jesus, I can't read this one. You are inappropriate, sir, but that's funny. So anyway, yeah, let's keep going.
We're going. Let's go. We're leaving.
Please don't put your hands on us.
Can you get your children out of here? Like, I don't know why.
So part of the argument was made, like, are they on a public sidewalk? I would argue no, because we got tables out here.
Yeah.
So to me, it seems like we're on this restaurant club's property.
They
That's
probably pay for space there.
Yeah, some sort of paid for space, exactly like you're saying. Banning, you got anything on that?
Nope. I think we're still good for I mean, the public has direct access. Look where the police car's parked at. It's obviously a drivable alley.
Yeah.
Public's got direct access. I mean, so if this keeps going on and on, they're doing their best not to take enforcement action. They probably have several calls holding in that area.
Yeah, yeah, and I love that he just looked over at the husband and goes, "Can you get your children?" Listen, I'm all for being professional, but as soon as you start dropping that you're an AG,
yep,
my professionalism is gone. You've lost it. I'm giving you the full mantra.
I'm sorry, what?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Come on, they're two full-grown women and mothers of children. All right. You're just being detained.
I like this tactic. He's trying to wake them up. I think what he's really trying to do is sober them up. He's saying, I'm done. You're being detained. And I think he's got plenty enough to detain them. You've clearly got public intoxication. So I think he's trying to take a moment to sober them up and say to this guy, the husband over there, you got to get him out of here. Like, I'm not trying to arrest him, but you're not listening, and I got to do something extreme to wake you up.
You are not immune. You're about to go for a ride. Wake the hell up, or it's go time.
Yes, exactly. Wade Lucero said trespass, obstruction, assault on an officer, and resisting. What else? And Mr. Billfold said that's a public easement. Yeah, and that's where it kind of gets tricky. This is where I kind of I'm like, all right, you're trying to trespass somebody, but is that a public area or is that the restaurant's area? If the restaurant is like kind of what Badge 502 was saying is if that's an area that they're paying for, because that's possible. I see that in Miami all the time.
If they have the chairs and the tables out there, more than likely that easement stretches to the curb line.
Right.
So when you have like the cafes with like the tables and everything, part of their property is that area.
Yes. So in that, when that's the case, and it's probably one of those things that they only have it at night. It's probably like a nighttime thing. From this time to this time, it's your area. But and
kind of like when you have, like, for instance, over here, I don't know how it is out by you guys, but we have like a lot of hot dog trucks out here, and it's public roadway. But as soon as that hot dog truck's there, that's now their property. That's their property line.
Oh, okay, yeah, exactly. So
just hook her up, and she can tell the CO how many phone calls she's entitled to.
He said, "Take a ride,
Blondie."
Mr. Billfold is on it tonight. I love it.
I'm an AG. I'm an AG.
Everybody, she's an AG.
What are you?
What's wrong with you?
What are you?
It turns out she's an AG.
You're being detained.
It'd been great if she'd have said, "Can you spell that?"
Can you spell AG for me? What does that mean?
Can you repeat that backwards?
I'd have been like, yeah, I'm an AG too. All guns, baby. All guns.
Can you relax? Sir, she's not doing anything wrong.
AG.
She's not leaving.
I'm an AG.
She's an AG. Buddy, you're not arrested. Let's go.
I'm not being arrested. You're putting me in cuffs. I'm not being arrested.
Do you have any weapons on you?
No. I'm an AG.
Her badge is in the car. You want to go get a badge?
Let me tell you something. You're
Buddy,
arrested.
get the hell out of here.
Let me tell you something.
Linda.
Booking in one, possibly two Karens at the end of this.
Yeah. So just because you're put in cuffs does not mean you're arrested. I understand the implication. I understand how some people can know that. If you're an AG, you know that that's not the case. You know that you can be detained in handcuffs. Now, I would argue on behalf of the general public that if they get put in cuffs, it's reasonable for them to think they're being arrested. But you're an AG, as you've told us a million times. You should know better. That he told you you're not under arrest. You're being detained. And you keep arguing, you putting me in cuffs, I'm under arrest. So it doesn't work that way.
Buddy, just seriously.
You're arresting me, AG. Let me tell you something.
Are you under arrest right now? No.
You're putting me in handcuffs and you're Mirandizing. You're not Mirandizing me.
I'm not questioning you.
Oh my God. Okay. Badge 502 said it. 502. That is incredible that you know that and you're not even a cop.
No.
So explain.
I'm a First Amendment auditor.
So
Miranda is for when you're going to be questioned. I'm not questioning you. I'm kicking you off a 3-foot sidewalk. Kick rocks, lady.
Correct.
God.
All right. Now, for those wondering what we're talking about with Miranda, the way that Miranda works, and we see this all the time on the New York police shows, as soon as they start putting cuffs on them, like, you got the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney, and they keep going down that line. That's not how it works in real life. That's not how it works. You only get the Miranda read to you if they're going to question you once you're under custodial arrest. A regular street cop is not going to question you. He's got enough. He doesn't need any more. He arrested you, so now you're going to jail. He doesn't give a shit about anything else. He got what he needed. So he doesn't need to question you. And it's the same for these TV shows that you see, like Blue Bloods and Law and Order and all these things. When you see them get arrested and they start reading the Miranda rights, the only way that they're going to start reading you the Miranda rights is if they continue to question you about a crime after the fact of arrest. That is what they're talking about. So in this, it's a simple PI. Nobody gives a shit. They're not questioning you about anything. Or trespass. I told you to leave. You refused to leave. Now you're going to jail for trespass. Criminal trespass. There's no questioning. So you don't need to read Miranda. No. So I can't for the life of me figure out, Banning, why the fuck she's like, you didn't read me my Miranda rights.
I'm questioning if she's a secretary within the building of the AG.
Yeah, I don't feel like she's an actual AG.
And then she probably tells the AG, you want me to say I'm an AG? And he's like, yeah, I'm just kidding.
Should I try it? Should I pull this card? He'll get me out. He'll get me out.
Want me to get her badge? That's going to help.
Yeah.
That's going to really help her out.
All right, let's keep.
Her husband's the AG.
Oh, that would be
just
bad.
tell them you're an AG. They'll never know.
Yeah. You know what? There's a lot of Marine and Army lieutenants that like the lieutenants' wives that like to pull that card at the gates.
Relax. Call the governor.
Buddy, you're going to regret this.
Yeah.
You're going to regret it.
What do we call that? You're going to regret it. What is that?
Yeah, retaliatory. But
retaliatory.
Yeah, and she's definitely not a reasonable and prudent person by any stretch of the imagination.
You just said you're the AG, so you threw that card out there, and now you're threatening retaliation. Yep. So
that big smile on her face too.
Yeah, she's super happy. Wow.
I'm an AG.
I'm an
We will get the license.
Hands off me.
We will get the license.
She's getting detained.
No.
No. We will get the license.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Get back. Get back right now.
Get back. Detained.
No.
Get back.
Your cuffs.
Yep.
Right here. It's okay.
All right, just go from the car.
No, I'm right here.
Hey, he's right there.
I'm right here. Come on, babe.
No.
Easy, boy.
All right.
Babe, I'm right here.
No, babe, please, I'm scared.
I'm right here.
Please don't do this. Please don't do this. No, I'm not going to find those. I'm after.
I'm right here.
No.
Okay.
No, please don't do this to my friend.
I'm right here.
No,
Right
no,
here.
no, babe.
I'm right here.
Babe.
I'm right here.
No, babe.
Relax.
Is that
Relax.
considered resisting or
Relax.
wanting to get
What's
caught?
wrong with you?
Relax.
What's wrong with you? Yeah, that's resisting for sure. You can there's a charge for resisting detention or arrest. So, you know what else you'll regret? Not going to CCODs. I love that you guys have made this into a
it's a thing. It is a thing.
But my friends in AG Center in Tactical. Oh my God. AG is in already going to jail. That's what the AG stands for. So use a Kimura. Yeah. You spelled Kimura wrong, but that's okay. I understood what you meant. Yeah. Why are we? I'm telling you, girls that are under 100 pounds are some of the worst to try to arrest. It is one of the hardest fights of your life because you're in a weird position. If I do too much,
and
I'm
keeping
going to
them in
break
cuffs,
them.
like they can.
If I do too much, I'm going to break them. But they're wiring; they get around a lot of things, and they can hurt you like a cat.
Yeah, better with the bowler wrap.
Yeah, the bowler wrap. Oh my God, one of the most gimmicky fucking tools out there.
They need to tell that dude to go home and get his friggin' pants back.
Yes,
I'm sorry, man.
I don't think he wears.
If he's not going to do anything, Paya, go somewhere else and find you somebody else. You know,
say Paya.
Maybe that's what he was hoping for.
Man, yeah, they may have been wearing him out like she's been wearing the cops out.
Marine Bloods. Do you have more videos of AGs being arrested? Join the Discord so you can share them.
Love it.
Oh, let's keep going.
We don't want to put you in handcuffs. Let's go. Let's go.
No,
we don't want to, but we just did.
Listen, you're overreacting. You're adding charges. You're overreacting.
No.
My friends in AG.
Please take my hands out. Please take them out of handcuffs. No, please take them.
You were overreacting. You didn't have to have this happen. Get in the car.
No.
Get in
No.
the car.
No. Babe, no.
You got two to ten.
No.
Get back, bro.
He's right there.
In the car. Get in the car. Get your feet in the car.
Gotta get to the other side and pull her in.
Get your feet in the car.
Go on the other side. Try the other side. Come on.
Hey, I'm right here.
I'm right here watching you get your ass fucking arrested. So yeah, if it's me, I'm going to the other side of the car and I'm going to pull her across so she doesn't kick the door.
And that dude's winking at other blonde chicks in line going into the club. He's like, I'll be over there in a second.
Yeah. He's like, finally, I got my first night of freedom.
Normal when we
we're
left the
doing this
house.
man a favor right now. Listen, right now, I don't have anything other than the possibility that we're trying to trespass from a public sidewalk. That's the only little increment on this that I would give against the officers. But other than that, I'm 100% on their side. I'm 99% on their side.
I'm thinking you're probably going to see a friggin' PI on that as well.
Right. Yeah. Public intox for sure. That's an arrest all day. I'm just curious if they're going to try to arrest her for trespass and if that is not an actual thing in that position. So
depends on the state. What is that? Newport News, Virginia. All I saw was Newport, so I don't know what state it's in.
Oh yeah, I don't even know. Craig said, still think they should have just turned their body cam off like she requested and then tased her.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
Oh, country girl, country girl doesn't fucking play though. I would never want to fight country girl. That's for sure.
No!
Get your feet in the car.
Who the fuck are?
Get your feet in the
You
car.
just kick her in the
You're
nose?
an adult. You're acting like a kid.
Dad!
I'm gonna go back.
You're a grown adult. You're acting like a kid.
Dad!
I'm gonna go back far enough.
Get your feet in the car. Let's get in the fucking car.
Dan!
Hey, I'm right here.
No! Dave! Dave! No!
Get your feet in the car.
Who the fuck are...
Oh,
Don't touch me!
In the car. You're a grown adult. You're acting like a kid.
What's the other side? Why? I don't understand. Why do you want to go to the other side?
No! Who the f are you? This is so inappropriate! You're overreacting!
Dan, she sucks.
Yep.
What do you mean? What do you mean, sir? I think she's an AG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get where you're coming from.
Unbelievable.
I like Miro. Does she expect Babe?
I don't know, but he is right there. So,
Mr. Billfold, you can't fight CCGN. She shoots. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you can't. So yeah, guys, I'm just gonna say this: like when you start dropping your title, and I put some videos out of mayors that do it. There's a good one of a mayor that gets pulled over on a traffic stop and calls the chief immediately. He doesn't know who I am. I'm like, no, fired immediately. The moment you try to start using your position, you know what I do when I get pulled over? I fucking eat it. Shit. Yeah, my bad. Like, yeah, you got, especially if I know I'm wrong. Like, there have been some times I had a guy pull me over one time. He said I rolled the stop sign. I'm like, oh, shit. Like, I legitimately didn't think I did. I didn't know I did. But I didn't go, I'm a cop.
Yep.
You're a cop and you roll the stop sign.
yeah, I didn't do that. If it happens to be something that comes up, like if he asks if I have any weapons in the car, I'll always leave the door open. Yep, I have a weapon in the car, sir. All right, hey, where's the weapon at? It's over here. I'm right. You see my credentials? And they're always like, yep, I want to see credentials. So I've shown that. So AG stands for always guilty. Yep. No.
Man,
not
I'm curious to follow this one up to see where this one goes.
Tim, want to be your daddy? Come to Discord and tell us. Oh, that's the best one tonight. That is the best one tonight.
There's definitely going to be handcuffs involved.
Yep. Well, you got the husband cucking in the corner.
She went way out in left field.
Is this real satin?
All right, let's go to some body cam review.
Okay.
All right.
Brian just said that was the assistant attorney general.
Oh.
Wonder how she got through school because she obviously didn't retain anything.
Nope. Yep, that's
bad. That
news.
might be one of the best videos you've shown us. That was great.
For sure. Thank you, Twitter. We may have to start showing Twitter or X. Sorry. All right, let's biggie size and let's go. This is from Police Activity. Police Activity on YouTube.
989423. Right here.
Really?
Put the gun down!
Okay, I immediately saw that. Did you guys see it?
Mm-hmm.
Benny, did you see where the bad guy was located? Are you muted, Benny?
Am I back now?
There you go.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Did you mute because you had to fart?
I muted it because I had to pour more water into my cup.
Oh, water. Of course.
Yes.
There's
water.
Okay. So, yeah, if I show up on scene and the bad guy starts firing at me, I guess the only natural response is to just fire back. By the way, there's a shirtless man in our Discord. I see it right now.
I hope that guy that's shooting at him is not a friggin' AG, man. Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Shooting his baby.
You know how I know it's not an AG, Banning?
How's that?
He hasn't told us he's an AG.
Oh, that's right.
Bumps.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. All right. Let's keep going here.
Shots fired!
Apparently, he's home with a patrol vehicle.
Jesus.
Those are rifle rounds.
Yes. Like 12 of them.
Yes. If you can't see the shell right here, that is a rifle round.
Hold fire, cease fire.
Good communication.
Behind the truck.
There's no shotgun. And he's using it.
Hold fire, hold fire, hold fire. He's down. We got security on the back truck. Hold fire. Where's the gun? Where's the gun? Where's the gun? The gun's right here. The gun's right here.
Secure the scene. I like it.
Got it.
Okay. I have no fucking clue what happened here.
He lost all his money inside the casino and came outside and took it out on everybody.
Is that what happened?
I just saw something about a casino.
Okay. Reno, Nevada, along with partnering agencies, report of an active shooter. So he went out on a shooting spree before the police even were called. Arrived on scene 2.5 minutes and immediately located the suspect. So that's very good response time. When officers arrived on scene, suspect immediately started firing at officers. Okay. Pretty open and shut. Active shooter showed up 2.5 minutes later. Stopped the active shooter.
Dispatched.
Yeah, that was very well done. I'm only using a Mossberg in service. Yeah, I saw the shotgun too. You don't see that a whole lot.
No.
Marine blood. They did not blur all the Kool-Aid. That's a good way to put it. I love it. Oh shit! I can tell you right now, this E.H. Taylor. I can tell you guys right now.
Good old Colonel, man. The Colonel in one of my decays.
I am loving it. Okay.
Did you get that from the AG, or was that given to us?
Oh shit!
We have coupons on our Discord. Don't forget to swing by our Discord.
I love the way you said our Discord.
Yeah. I'm new to Discord. Okay.
Yeah.
Like the Colonel, check out a picture of it in the Discord.
You know, I do find it odd that Badge 502's mic is complete opposite of everybody that we ever see. His is like dangling.
Mine hangs this away.
Yeah.
Ugh, I'll have to go like this.
There you go. All right, let me see here. All right, you guys, let's biggie size this one. Pop, pop. There we go. It's my biggie size sound. What did that say? 167 million Powerball jackpot winner gets tased. What?
He's gonna be able to hire the AG.
All right, let me tell you this right now. If I win $167 million,
you ain't gonna see me.
I'm probably gonna get, I'm probably gonna get tased too. I'm gonna act a fool.
I'm be acting up.
I'm gonna act a fool. I love my lieutenant, but I may go act a fool in front of him just to see what he does.
Just one time.
Just one time. LT, I do this out of love, and then take a shit on his desk. I don't know. See what happens. All right, we'll probably get some sound here in a second. How are we gonna ignore the dude that was just laying on the floor? Did anybody?
Let's see what I thought I saw.
Hold on, let's go back. Yeah, there's a person just laid out. How the fuck did we just?
How do we gloss over that?
Hey, that's a public easement. Don't even say anything to him.
Normal here. It's normal.
Must be Nevada.
We got a call about a random dude, not this guy. This ain't our call. We ain't dealing with him.
We're gonna keep going.
That's the most EMT shit I've ever seen right there. I've seen EMTs drive right by. We got a guy on the ground. That's not our call. We're dealing with somebody. I'm like, he's bleeding out. That's not our call. We're going to.
Sure is.
That one may have peed on himself. I'm out.
Oh my god! And this guy's on the phone. He's like, "Yeah, I don't know. This guy's on the ground. I don't know." Oh,
Oh shit! I was looking at comments. What is this guy doing?
Kidding me? No,
who's that guy?
Get on the ground!
MMA fight? This dude's shirtless.
Alan, where were you on?
I'm gonna go back. I want to go back when we made contact with this dude.
Well, if you go to our Discord, you might see a shirtless man right now.
Hey, is that blonde chick sitting right there, the AG? No.
Dude, you aren't lying. That looks like her, doesn't it? It does look like her.
Newport, Nevada.
All right, let's keep going here. I wanna see. Oh, okay. He's fighting shirtless guy. I didn't see that. Okay. So these guys are all right. He's got a little rear naked choke going on. I'm all right with that.
A shirtless. I think there's another one.
No, because he got neon shoes. So he gets this guy and he's like, this guy's like, I don't want no smoke. This guy tried to yeah, this guy tried to kick the cop for unknown reason.
On the ground! Do not fucking move. Do not proceed. Put your hands down. B12, step it up. I just got kicked. Relax. Do not. Just stay there. No, you're not. No, you're not. Stay right fucking here. You. Enough. I didn't know you were here. Doesn't fucking make a difference. What the?
No, that actually does make a pretty big difference. The guy was actively in a fight with fucking nut jobbing shirtless and just kicked you, by the way.
I wonder if shirtless guy is a buddy of his and they just got in a squabble.
Yeah, it kind of looks that way, possibly. Or maybe he's just a good Samaritan and was trying to get this guy to fucking chill out.
What the fuck are you doing? I got popped in the face.
Securing everyone.
He said,
so we
I
can
got popped in the face. Yeah, I get that. Secure everybody. That could be you're by yourself. No shirt, no service.
Oh, he got served pretty good.
He did get served. He got served a foot to the face.
You stay there.
Just to pick up his face.
Sit your goofy ass on that floor.
Put your hands behind your back right fuck now.
Oh
Put your hands behind your back. Get
the most drunk eyes ever.
I thought that was Aquaman for a second.
It looks like he's got them Aquaman scales, man.
I was about to say the same thing. Aquaman, damn, he let himself go. Shit. He believed in two things, fish and Jesus.
Yeah.
Is that a younger Tim?
Hey guys, you want to know what's going on with him these days? He's into MMA fighting with police.
Man, see it in the Discord.
Yeah, I was going to say he's about to tell these officers, you can put my charges in Discord. We'll do it.
Oh shit! All right, let's keep going.
A fucking wall against the wall.
Hey guys, there you go. Hey, yeah,
there you go. Double leg kick. Here's the point.
Good takedown, buddy.
No, I have one on the ground there. He fucking kicked me in the face. He's fucking going.
Nowhere.
Let's go
fucking
back.
Wall.
Let's go back
against the wall.
That takedown. Boom! Not only did he collected, he lifted, separated, and then took him down.
That was a pure scrimmage.
Who else?
Yep.
The female. Taser deployed. No, I have one on the ground there.
Him to the ground.
Oh, he's bleeding. Yeah,
he fucking kicked me in the face. He's fucking going.
Yeah, that's a good reason.
Okay.
All right, pass game 2.
Can I get you?
Yeah.
Oh, he's licking, yeah.
That's blood. Spread out on the floor there.
Okay, that'll stop.
I just want to say this is like one of the ugliest wannabe looking hotel resort things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I've been to some bad ones, trust me. Because
this is that it's 2 a.m. the bar closed and this fucking place is open.
Yeah,
they're allowing you to be IOB, so come on in and party.
Outdoors. This is perfect.
I think they have a place like this down in Odessa.
Yeah, there's not a noise. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, did I hit you?
No, I just doubled him.
Yeah, Yeah,
Give me
you
one
did.
Please. You okay?
All right, boys. We got to at least get him in the recovery position.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. He had the tackle coming, all of that, but we got to get him in the recovery position.
Fight's over, get medics there, and then figure out what the hell you got.
EMT, can you explain to us the recovery position and what it's for?
Put them on your side. Make sure they can breathe. If they throw up, you throw up out, and they don't throw up in.
Yep. Keeps the airway clear. I like it.
Yeah.
Well, the medics may be tied up over on the other call.
The medics are 25 feet away.
No, they're with the AG right now.
The recovery position is pretty amazing. It's just the simplicity of the things that it changes.
He fucking kicked me. He's going. All right. You okay? No. You see I have him, and you walk up and you fucking kick him, and you hit me in the fucking face. I'm sorry, man.
All right.
Have you ever been kicked in the face? No, but I have stayed at a Holiday Inn Express.
fair, he apologized. I mean, maybe you weren't his intended target.
Yeah.
I mean, the dude.
And he couldn't stand up. I wouldn't be far fetched to say his kick just missed.
And don't forget to ask if they want a criminal trespass before they take them both.
Yeah. Yes. Listen to that trespass before you go.
Save your fucking sorry for later.
He's pissed.
He's a parent. He's a parent.
Yeah. That dude's big mad. He's like,
He's
you fucking keep your stuff your sorries in a sack. He didn't even know what to say. You kicked me in the face, man. Relax, guy.
Busted me right in the mouth, Marv.
Relax. It's police work, bro. You get hit. It happens. Like, don't take it personal. Just relax. Oh, shit.
You look fine.
You'll be okay, I promise. So, all right. That's it. That's what we got tonight. That's all the videos that we've got right now.
Yeah. You found some bangers today, man.
Yeah, we had some good stuff. We're at 2.5 hours. I think me and Banning got a flight to catch tomorrow. So
we do.
Can't wait to hear the update.
Yeah, we got some good stuff going on. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I can't wait, and my hope is this is the catalyst to get some bigger things off the ground. Badge 502. I know I've talked to you offline on some things. I definitely think if these take off, we're going to be able to come up with some little, because your thing's comedy, baby.
Yeah, you got some cool ideas.
You do. And I want to take those ideas and put them into something that has the production that it deserves.
Right.
Because there's only, you know how it is. There's only so much we can do from our fucking basement. Mm-hmm. So I want to get that stuff going. But looking over at the comments, Marine Blood said, the hotel mall should ask officers to leave their cars there. The flashing lights add to the decoration. Yeah, all they had was the white lights on the fake palm trees.
Man, I'm just glad we got to go freaking live. I didn't know if we were going to be able to go live.
I know. I can't believe it. Like, we spent about a half hour trying to get that fucking troubleshooted.
Man, the whole time y'all were doing that, I was applying for the AG's position here. I'll let y'all know how it goes.
I hear it's open these days.
Oh shit!
There's a link in our Discord if anybody wants to go apply.
Yeah. Magged up Eric Levine for AG. I can't do it because I would, when I get drunk, I would never say I'm the AG. So
yeah, Steve Wallace needs more videos. He'll give you his ID.
He's giving up the ID crack. I love it. Oh shit. No, it was great. Good episode tonight, guys. Appreciate it. I've got a shutdown. I've got a lot of packing to do, and these cameras that I'm using I have to take with me. So only one like. Is that all we got tonight? Was one like? God damn, we don't push that shit enough, I guess. I think that's the problem. Guys, listen, I'm not asking for you to give us money. I haven't talked about money at all tonight, except for at the beginning. If you can't donate, that's fine. I don't want your hard-earned money. I would rather you just like, follow, and subscribe. That stuff helps us a lot. So if you could do that, that would help out a lot. Badge 502, before we get out of here, how can people find you, brother?
I am all over social media. Everything is Badge 502 except for Instagram because somebody beat me to the draw. That little rat Fink. So it's EMT Badge 502 over there. We also have our YouTube and our TikTok and our Facebook and all that good stuff.
Yes. So for all of our people, please, especially try to find Badge 502's YouTube channel. I want to
check it out. You can check it out at badge502.com. It has all the links to everything and merch store and all that good stuff.
I want that to grow. I want his YouTube to get up there. So
me too. I have such a nice plaque spot and I can't fill it.
What's crazy to me is you have an incredible amount of followers on Facebook, Instagram. What's your TikTok at?
We're close to 3 mil across everything. TikTok's at like 860.
Yeah.
Instagram's at like 6 and change. Facebook's at like 5 and change.
Which is crazy, but your YouTube is not there.
She's a tough egg to crack. Yeah, TikTok's at 660.
For me, TikTok's the hard egg to crack. Because now, don't get me wrong. Listen, everybody, I am not
on Facebook.
Two Cops One Donut is not at the numbers that he is at all. Because on Instagram and all that shit, he is murdering us.
That's right. I'm super famous.
Yeah,
that's why I wear gray Hanes t-shirts.
But TikTok, I cannot. I'm at like maybe 20,000, which is, don't get me wrong, I'm very appreciative of that. But everything else is like 150,000. I don't know how you get it. I don't know how you do it. So, but what I really want to grow is, if you haven't found out tonight, is our Discord channel.
Want to help grow Anthony's YouTube? Join Two Cops One Donuts Discord.
Yes. But yeah, Anthony, we're gonna. I think we may already have a channel for you on there. Maybe not. But that's definitely something that we want to do, is have a channel on there just so people can come ask you questions and you get to it when you get to it. I don't want you to
attend me.
Yeah, I don't want you to feel obligated to like it's something you got
Discord up right now. I got told 76 times to pull my Discord up. So
yeah. Thanks to Tim. Tim was killing it tonight. Banning, what do you got? Closing comments, sir.
I think it was a great video. I'm glad the powers that be finally let us get online. I'm looking forward to this week. I think everybody, once they see the finished product of what we're going to do in Scottsdale, is going to be amazing. We're going to try to bring y'all some outstanding content out there. And if y'all could just help us like and throw it out, if you like and you want to throw it out, obviously. But I think it's going to be great, man. I think it's going to be friggin' awesome. What Eric is developing here is friggin' amazing, and thank you to Chris and Paulina. And I think this whole plan is coming together. I think it's amazing, man.
It's right around the corner, baby.
Yep.
Alan, you got any closing comments, brother?
No, just thanks for having me and bearing with us why I couldn't figure it out.
Good. We were all trying to figure it out. So
we just had to go offline and need a power ring, and came back on. We're good.
I like it. All right, guys. Everybody, have a good night. Thanks for joining in. Take it easy.
Thanks, y'all.